Good evening and welcome to HiTom Radio's presentation of HiTom Baseball. I'm Andrew Sullivan with you here on HiTom Radio, live from Lexington County Baseball Stadium. It's HiTom Baseball as the HiToms take on the Lexington County Blowfish. It's a 7:05 first pitch. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups for both teams, beginning with the visiting HiToms. And here's how DJ Russ sends out his squad, who's looking for its first win in 6 games. Batting first and playing third base is Justin Johnson. Batting second and designated hitting, Eli Weisner. Batting third and playing first base is Mitch Smith. And we'll pause a second here for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Back here with you on HiTom Radio, Andrew Sullivan here, and back to the starting lineup for the HiToms following another great rendition of the national anthem. As I said, it was Justin Johnson batting first and playing third, Eli Weisner in the 2-spot designated hitting tonight, Mitch Smith in the 3-hole playing first base. Then batting cleanup, it's the left fielder Vito Paterno. Batting fifth, the shortstop J.D. Suarez. Batting sixth, the second baseman Rowan Watt. Batting seventh, the catcher Blake Sutton. In the 8-hole, it's the right fielder Turner Graw. And Sam Yelton rounds out the starting 9 for the HiToms out in center field. The starting pitcher tonight for the HiToms, number 32, Bradley Wilson, will get his first start as a HiTom. And now it's time to go through the starting lineup for the home team, the Lexington County Blowfish. The Blowfish send out their 9 like this. The center fielder, number 26, Wells Sykes, bats first. Cameron Dean, the second baseman, in the 2-hole. Braylon Marine playing left field and batting third. Batting cleanup and playing first base is Brock Vradenburg. Ryan Oots is behind the plate tonight and batting fifth. Billy Amick is over at the hot corner and in the 6-hole. Batting seventh, the designated hitter Josh Fernandez. And batting eighth, the right fielder, number 18, Reese Holbrook. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 23, Blake Thaylor. And the starting pitcher is number 20, Robbie Jordan. We're just a few moments away from first pitch here from Lexington County Baseball Stadium. It's scheduled at 7:05, and the starter, Robbie Jordan, taking his warm-up pitches to his starting catcher, Oots. 90 degrees here in Lexington, South Carolina, and it feels exactly like 90. A high of 93 on the day, low of 62. A beautiful day for baseball. Both these teams were scheduled to play doubleheaders yesterday, and it was only one game that each of them played. The HiToms taking on the Forest City Owls at home and falling 5-3, and then these Lexington County Blowfish took on the Savannah Bananas and were demolished 15-1. They're 0-2 against the Bananas so far this season, and the Bananas, for that reason and many others, are in first place in the West Division. The Blowfish come into tonight in second in the division. at 9-6, and we're ready for first pitch here at exactly 7:05, and that one is in for a ball one to start Justin Johnson in off the plate. So it's Justin Johnson leading off from the right side, and he swings and fouls that one off at the plate, 1-1 the count. HiToms rocking their Navy uniforms. It's a Navy uniform, white block lettering across the chest with red outlines reading HiToms. Red numbers near the chest, white numbers on the back. The gray pants with blue stirrups, red and white stripes at the top of those. And blue hats with red bills and the white HiToms logo. The 1-1 is chopped foul down the third base line by Justin Johnson, and it's a 1-2 count. Good crowd on hand here at the Lex, as they like to call it, Lexington County Baseball Stadium. They're getting loud looking for a strikeout here from the starter, Robbie Jordan. It's a right-on-right matchup as Robbie Jordan stands at 6'1", 200 pounds. He winds and delivers, and that one is upstairs for ball two. The umpires for tonight's game, behind the plate, Jeremy Polovic calling balls and strikes. Over at third is Andrew Stewart, and Terry Konzich is at first. 2-2 the count to Justin Johnson, first batter here for the HiToms. That one comes inside and misses, and he's run the count to full. Johnson went 2 for 2 last night, reached base in all 5 plate appearances with a double, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and he brought home the third run of the game for the HiToms in the 7th. The 3-2. Strike 3 looking on the outside corner. Justin Johnson was headed down to first and said he'll have to turn around and head back to the HiToms dugout over on the third base line. So it took 6 pitches, but Robbie Jordan gets Johnson with a backwards K. Lexington County wearing their Patriot uniforms. It's fireworks night here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium, as the first pitch to the DH, Eli Weisner, is cut on and missed. So they're white uniforms, blue block letters with red outlining reading Blowfish on the front, a silver Statue of Liberty outline behind those letters on the front, as the 0-1 is chopped back to Jordan, and he makes a nice play on the mound. He'll just stroll over to first and toss it over there to Bradenburg for a 1-3 put out of Weisner, and that's how the DH for the HiToms is retired in the first. On the sleeves of these jerseys for Lexington County, the left sleeve is red and white striped, and the right sleeve is blue with white stars. And then it's white pants and an all-blue cap with the Blowfish logo on the front. Names and numbers on the back of the jersey for the Blowfish. As Mitch Smith steps in from the right side to face Robbie Jordan, who's retired the first 2 HiToms in order, and he finds the outside corner for strike 1 to Mitch Smith. Robbie Jordan stands at 6'1", 200 from the right side. He's a freshman out of Francis Marion. And he delivers the 0-1, and that's skied out towards center. Coming in a few steps is Sykes, and he'll field it at medium depth center field. So it's a 1-2-3 first frame on 10 pitches for the starter, Robbie Jordan. And it's HiTom 0, and the Lexington County Blowfish are coming up when we return on HiTom Radio.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, research.
Andrew Sellover back here with you on HiTom Radio. It's the HiToms 0 and the Blowfish coming up in the bottom of the first. For the HiToms, as I said, it's the starter Bradley Wilson on the bump, the righty out of Mississippi State, getting his first start as a HiTom so far this summer. Bradley Wilson comes into the night having pitched in 3 games for the HiToms with a 3.60 ERA, an 0-0 record with 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 4 hits, and 2 earned runs. The righty stands at 6'3", 230 pounds, out of Irwinton, Georgia, went to West Lawrence High School. As I said, a freshman out of Mississippi State, did not appear in any games this season for the defending national champs. The Bulldogs of Mississippi State actually missed the NCAA tournament, as it's down to 8 teams in Omaha right now competing for the College World Series. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Top of the lineup due for the Blowfish here in the first, beginning with the center fielder, Wells Sykes. Sykes bats from the right side. He's a freshman from the Citadel. And Bradley Wilson winds and delivers, and his first pitch fastball is fouled up over our heads onto the roof here.
Make sure you return it to our Blowfish information booth for a free Chick-fil-A frosted lemonade. And eat more chicken.
Bradley Wilson ahead in the count 0-1, and he misses inside for ball 1. It's an interesting setup here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium. They say they take inspiration from 4 different stadiums as Wilson comes set and delivers the 1-1. That one misses low and away for ball 2. Down the left field line, it's inspiration from Yankee Stadium as the wall is just about 4 feet tall. It's 318 down the line in left. In center, they say it's inspiration from Wrigley Field as the 2-1 is chopped foul, and it's a 2-2 count to Sykes. It's a 394 wall in center, so about 30 feet into right center, it goes back to 8 feet from the 4 feet in left. And then right field is inspiration from Fenway. It's 302 down the line as the 2-2 pitch is coming and misses outside, goes all the way to the backstop. So full count now to Sykes, the first batter in the bottom of the first for the Blowfish. And that, the backstop, is where the 4th inspiration comes from Dodger Stadium. It's 50 feet from home plate all the way back to the backstop, which is padded, so it's a long way back there. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off at the plate, and we'll do it again. It's a decent amount of fair territory between home and first and home and third, but once you get past the bag down each line, that wall starts to cut in, and once you get down at least 50 feet, 100 feet past the bags, there's barely any room past the line into foul territory. Another 3-2, and again it's fouled off at the plate by Sykes, and again we'll see another pitch. That's down where the bullpens are down either line, and there's maybe 2 feet of foul territory before the wall separating field and bullpen. HiToms dugout on the third base line, bullpen all the way down the third base line. And another 3-2 is skied out into shallow right field. Coming in the right fielder Graw, and he'll make a running catch. Rowan Watt had to go out there, and eventually Graw called him off and made the play. So it took 8 pitches, but Sykes is retired for the first batter in the first for Bradley Wilson. That brings up Cameron Dean, 2-hole hitter tonight for the Blowfish. So it's a pretty hitter-friendly ballpark, especially considering it's 318 down the left field line with a short wall at about 4 feet and only 302 to right. And the first pitch, check swing for ball 1 inside. 318 to left, 302 to right, and the wind blowing straight out to dead center field. The American flag and the blue Palmetto State flag are howling out there in left center to straight away. So certainly could see a couple long balls. 2-0 now the count to Dean as Wilson missed upstairs. Bradley Wilson comes in with a 3-pitch mix. It's a sinker at 87 to 89 miles per hour, a 4-seam at 88 to 90, and then a curveball which he just delivered at the top of the zone for strike 1 at about 74 to 76 miles per hour. 2-1 the count to Dean. Wind up and delivery from Wilson, and he finds the outside corner again with that curveball. It's 2-2. Wilson came in expecting to be a bullpen arm and maybe play some behind the plate because he does play catcher and hit as well. The 2-2 pitch bounced in the dirt and another full count. 3 straight curveballs. That time Wilson spiked it, and he's run the count full to Dean. Instead, he's turned into mostly a pitcher here for the HiToms, and now he's seeing his first start tonight for HPT. Hoping to get the HiToms back on the winning trail, and he walks Dean. So an F9 from Sykes, and now a full pitch walk issued to the second baseman for the Blowfish. He'll bring up Braylon Marine. Walks can be an issue for the righty Bradley Wilson. 3 walks to 4 strikeouts on the season in 5 innings pitched coming into tonight. And for the HiToms, they simply haven't been able to get anything going, as that one finds the zone for strike 1 to Marine. They come in losers of 5 straight and also 9 of the past 12. Wilson from the stretch now. 0-1 pitch, runs outside with the curveball for ball 1. Last time these two played, and the only time this season, came on Memorial Day, as the 1-1 pitch finds the inside corner. Heavy dose of curveballs to start this first inning of work for Bradley Wilson. 1-2 the count. It was a 3-2 win at Finch Field on Memorial Day for the HiToms. As Bradley Wilson delivers the 1-2, check swing, did he go? No. The appeal down to the first base umpire, Terry Konzich, who waved both his arms in a safe signal. So that makes it a 2-2 count to the left fielder, Braylon Marine. Wilson delivers. Curveball roped out into left field past the shortstop Suarez. So they'll go station to station, as another curveball was hung up in the zone this time from Wilson, and Marine took it to left field. And so it's going to be Dean at second and Marine at first, with 1 away for the cleanup hitter, Vradenburg. First hit of the night comes off the bat of Braylon Marine, and Brock Vradenburg steps in from the left side. 6'7", 230-pound first baseman. Looks like a monster in there in the left-hand batter's box. Sophomore from Michigan State, out of Maranatha High School in Pasadena, California, as the sinker finds the outside corner for strike 1. It's a toasty night. Sun is out here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium, 90 degrees. Bradley Wilson has the sleeves rolled up a bit, and he delivers an 0-1 that's fouled back into the netting for the second strike of the AB. 0-2 the count to the cleanup hitter, Brock Vradenburg. Last night in the loss to the Bananas 15-1, he was 1 for 3 with a single. Comes into tonight leading the team in hits and doubles and RBIs, as the breaking ball is in the dirt for ball 1. Team high 13 RBIs for Brock Vradenburg, who bats from the left side. Played 49 games with 44 starts for the Spartans of Michigan State this season, batting .280 with a .363 OBP. And a off-speed pitch got him swinging. Strike 3 on Brock Vradenburg, and so a first strikeout of the game for Bradley Wilson. 2 away with Dean on second and Marine on first, and Oots coming up. Already 23 pitches for Bradley Wilson in the first, and he'll look to get the 5-hole hitter Ryan Oots out here to avoid any runs for the Blowfish in the first. Lexington County comes in at second in the West at 9-5, just behind Savannah at 12-4, as that one found the zone for strike 1. Wilson looks in for the sign from Blake Sutton, checks on the runner at second and delivers. That one runs well outside with the fastball for ball 1. Wilson has an interesting delivery. He kind of kicks that leg up all the way to his belt buckle and then comes home. It's actually 9 and 6 are the Blowfish coming into the night. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2. 9 and 6, 13 and 4 for the Bananas. Martinsville at 8 and 7, 8 and 8 are the Bacon, and then come the HiToms at 6 and 9. HiToms 1 and 9 in the last 10 and losers of 5 straight. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So Bradley Wilson issues a walk and a single with 1 out, and then he gets back-to-back strikeouts of Vradenburg and Oots to end the inning. We head to the second from the Lex. It's 0-0 between HPT and Lexington County.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos. Have you ever been there?
I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000?
This is a testament to why everybody should be a Sheets freak.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets.
Apologies for the audio problems. We're back here in the second. HiToms with 2 on and 2 away. It was a fly out to right by Paterno, a ground out to the pitcher by Suarez, and then a single from Rowan Watt and a walk from Blake Sutton. That brings up Turner Graw. He's behind the count 0-1. Robbie Jordan, the starter, still on the bump, and he misses outside with ball 1. So 1-1 the count to the right fielder, Turner Graw. It was a 10-pitch AB by Suarez before he grounded out to the pitcher, Jordan. And then on 2 pitches, Watt singled, and on 7 pitches, Sutton walked. 1-1 the count with 2 away, 0-0 the score. The 1-1, that one finds the bottom of the zone at the knees for strike 2. Fastball to Turner Graw. Graw last night came in and pinch hit for Colin Smith, but went down swinging. He was 0 for 1 on the night in a 5-3 loss to Forest City. 1-2 the count with 2 away. Runners on first and second. It's Rowan Watt at second, Blake Sutton at first. And Robbie Jordan steps off the bump and now steps back on it. He comes set on the bump. Looks back at Watt on second and delivers the 1-2. That one hit well out towards right field. Going back on it is Holbrook, and he stops just shy of the track and reels it in for the 3rd out. So the HiToms make the righty Robbie Jordan throw 25 pitches in the second, but strand 2 on base, and it's 0-0, headed to the bottom of the second here on HiTom Radio.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow. And we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
Back here on HiTom Radio, we apologize for the audio difficulties in the top of the second. We missed most of that inning. So a quick recap for you. On the first pitch, Vito Paterno flew out to right field. Then on 10 pitches, J.D. Suarez grounded out to the pitcher, Robbie Jordan. Then on 2 pitches, Rowan Watt singled the opposite way into right field. And then a 7-pitch walk to Blake Sutton set up Turner Graw with 2 on and 2 away. And he flew out to deep right field to retire the side. So now we're ready for the bottom of the second. Bradley Wilson on for his second inning of work. And he starts off the 6-hole hitter with a strike 1. It's Billy Amick up at the plate from the right side, and he fouls off the 0-1 down the right field line, 0-2 the count. 26 pitches in the first inning for Bradley Wilson. Faced 5 batters. With 1 away, he had Dean at second and Marine at first, and then he struck out Vradenburg and Utes both swinging. The 0-2 from the righty. That one chopped sharply over to Suarez at short. Should be no problem. He fires over to Mitch Smith at first for the first out in the second. The field here at Lexington County is pretty wet. A lot of rain here in the area over the past couple of days. The outfield particularly, you can feel it when you step on it. A lot of water in the grass out there. The infield in much better shape because it was tarped. So anything on the infield should be no problem, but the footing could be a problem out in the outfield. As I said, wind blowing straight out, so we could see some fly balls tonight. First pitch to Joshua Hernandez is popped up on the infield. J.D. Suarez camps under it and retires Hernandez on one pitch. So a quick first 2 outs in the second for Bradley Wilson, just what he needed after a long first inning of work. That brings up the 8-hole hitter, Reese Holbrook. Holbrook was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts last night against the Bananas. 5'11", 165 from the left side. He throws righty, bats lefty. Freshman out of UNC, originally from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And he takes the first pitch, a sinker just off the plate for ball 1. As I said, a 3-pitch mix for Bradley Wilson, sinker and fastball both in the high 80s, low 90s, and then a curveball in the mid 70s. Wilson just fell down throwing that pitch as Reese Holbrook showed bunt and went through with the bunt for strike 1. The pitch was at the knees, and Holbrook wasn't close to bunting it, but he went through, and when he showed bunt, Wilson tried to follow through and come down the mound, and he tripped himself up. 1-1 to count. Wilson delivers, check swing, and the batter Holbrook went. 1-2 now the count to the right fielder for the Blowfish, and Bradley Wilson 1 strike away from a very quick bottom of the second. This would be just what the doctor ordered after 26 pitches in the first. 0-0 score, 1 hit for each squad. 2 away, 1-2 pitch to Holbrook. Bounces in front of the plate with the curveball. It's 2-2. Last night the pitching was pretty solid for the HiToms outside of just 1 inning, and that was the second inning after Matt Little pitched the first. Then a 2-hour rain delay, so the lefty couldn't come back. Peyton Schofield started the second and just went 1/3 of an inning, faced 7 batters, and walked 4. All 4 of those runners came in to score, and that was where the problems came. That was 4 of the 5 runs as Wilson misses upstairs with the fastball. A full count now to Holbrook. Then the HiToms had plenty of base runners, 17 to be exact, only scored 3. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss at the curveball. Holbrook looking fastball, and Wilson went with the breaking ball. So a 1-2-3 inning of work for Bradley Wilson on just 10 pitches, and we head to the third. It's 0-0 between the HiToms and the Blowfish here on HiTom Radio.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad, excuse me. What about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers.
It's healthcare.
Robotics.
Cybersecurity.
Manufacturing. DNA research.
The future is everything.
The future is knowledge.
Community.
Possibilities.
Hope.
It's about family. Having a career.
Reaching goals.
Finding your purpose.
Your passion.
Believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000.
This is a testament to why everybody should be a Sheets freak.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets. At $9, we provide a meal package of a hot dog, chips, and a drink in addition to the GA ticket. And finally, for $15 a person, you get our all-you-can-eat ticket package. For more information on group tickets, visit our website at HiToms.com or email Zach at HiToms.com for more information.
Back here on HiTom Radio for the top of the third, it's 9-1 and 2 due up for the HiToms, beginning with Sam Yelton facing the starter for Lexington County in Robbie Jordan. Much longer second than the first for Jordan has. He had to throw 25 pitches, but stranded Watt and Sutton on second and first respectively. First pitch chopped sharply over to second. Should be an easy play for Dean as he fires over to first and beats Sam Yelton by a good 4 steps for the first out in the third. That'll bring up Justin Johnson, who struck out looking on a full count with a fastball on the outside corner in his first debut to start the first. It's a fastball and a breaking ball and a changeup mix for the righty Robbie Jordan. Justin Johnson shows bunt, pulls it back, and the breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. Something Justin Johnson has done so well this season is making pitchers throw a lot of pitches and seeing a lot of balls. That one misses upstairs for ball 2, 2-0 the count. Justin Johnson leads the team with 11 walks and 2 hit by pitches to just 7 strikeouts, and he fouls the 2-0 sharply over into the HiToms dugout down the third base line. The double that Justin Johnson hit last night in the 7th that brought home the 3rd run and set up the HiToms with 2 away and the tying run on second was 102 off the bat, so he certainly has some pop. And he fists one out into shallow right field for a single with 1 away in the 3rd. That one came in on the hands of Johnson, and he just didn't try to do too much and just let the ball do the work, and he fisted it out the opposite way over the head of the second baseman Dean for a 1-out single. That brings up Eli Weisner. Weisner 2 for 5 last night, but the big AB came in the 7th where he struck out looking at strike 3 that was a couple inches off the plate. Ball in the dirt. Justin Johnson reads that well and swipes second easily. A breaking ball bounced in front of the plate, and Justin Johnson flashes the speed and takes second without a throw. So 1-0 the count to the DH Eli Weisner. Played last night at third, committed 1 error, and so tonight he's in the DH spot, batting second again right behind Justin Johnson. And he swings through a fastball to even the count at 1-1. That one came in at 88 miles per hour from the righty Robbie Jordan. Up to 42 pitches here in the 3rd, 1 away. Runner on second is Justin Johnson with a good 4 or 5 step lead. Second baseman Dean edging closer to the bag to hold him on. 1-1 pitch roped into center field. That one's going to drop and get into the left field gap. Rounding third and coming home to score is Justin Johnson without a throw, and the HiToms are on the board first with a 1-out RBI single off the bat of the DH Eli Weisner. So Eli Weisner comes through with a big RBI base knock in the 3rd for the HiToms, and HPT leads at 1-0. That happened very quickly. It was a single off the bat of Justin Johnson, and then a wild pitch advanced him to second. And 2 pitches later, he's in to score. First pitch to Mitch Smith, fouled off on a fastball into the netting behind home plate for strike 1. That's the 12th RBI on the season for Eli Weisner, and he did the damage the last time these 2 teams met. With a 2-1 game in the 8th, he had a 2-run home run to give the HiToms the lead and eventually a 3-2 win on Memorial Day. That one grounded sharply through the 5-hole on the left side, and Mitch Smith is aboard. It's runners on first and second with 1 away for Vito Paterno. Mitch Smith got a breaking ball that he could handle, and he pulled it sharply in between short and third. So Eli Weisner clapping his hands over there at second. We saw him clap his hands at first towards the dugout, and now after the single from Mitch Smith, doing it again, trying to get his boys in the third base dugout hyped up. He's one of the guys that DJ Russ has said is a leader of this team as a fastball finds the outside corner for strike one to Paterno. During this 5-game losing streak, DJ Russ has been looking for guys in the locker room to step up, and he said that Weisner and Justin Johnson have been two of those veterans. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, and Paterno way out in front of it. He grounds it sharply down the third baseline foul. 0-2 the count as they start the slow clap here at the Lex. Robbie Jordan looking for a strikeout of the four-hole hitter Paterno. He had 39 Ks to 15 walks this season with Francis Marion. The righty comes set. Checks on the runner Weisner at second. From the stretch he delivers and drags that one way outside with the fastball for ball one. Weisner plenty of speed at second. He leads the team with 5 stolen bases on the year. So anything to the outfield should score the big DH. He stands at 6 foot 210, but has plenty of speed on the base paths. 1-2 the count. The pitch to Paterno. Grounded foul down the third base line, and we'll do it again. J.D. Suarez waits on deck. He had a long AB in the second against Robbie Jordan that went 10 pitches before he grounded out to Jordan on the mound. After the first inning, the HiToms have really made the righty Jordan work. 1-2 still the count. The righty delivers to Paterno. It's a breaking ball grounded up the middle. Could be 2. Flip to second for 1. On to first in time. So it's a 6-4-3 twin killing off the bat of Vito Paterno, and that ends the threat for more runs in the third for the HiToms, but not before HPT scratches across one on an RBI single off the bat of Eli Weisner that scored Justin Johnson. As we head to the bottom of the third on HiTom Radio, it's HiToms up 1-0 on the Blowfish.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow. And we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
Bottom of the third here from Lexington County Baseball Stadium. It's the 9-1-2 batters due up for Lexington County, beginning with the shortstop for the Blowfish. Blake Failer steps in from the right side. Bradley Wilson on for his third inning of work. Much better second inning as he went 1-2-3 on just 10 pitches. First pitch misses upstairs with the sinker to Failer. Out of the wind, the 1-0. Again missing upstairs with the fastball, 2-0. Failer out of Andrew College, grew up in St. Augustine, Florida. He's a redshirt freshman, shortstop, stands at 6', 180. That one again misses, this time inside with the fastball, and it's a 3-0 count to start the 9-hole hitter Failer in the bottom of the third. Failer batted .319 this season in 48 games played for Andrew College, and he swings at the 3-0 and lifts it back to deep center. Yelton going back, and he edges up about 10 feet shy of the track and fields it for the first out in the bottom of the third. Pretty surprised to see the 9-hole hitter Blake Failer swinging at a 3-0 pitch. He gave it a ride, but not enough. With the wind blowing out, it still couldn't carry out. It's 394 to center, and he probably hit that one about 375. He actually hit it 365, according to TrackMan. As the first pitch to the 1-hole hitter Wells Sykes bounces with the curveball for ball one. Wells Sykes flew out to right to start the first inning. 5'9", 185 righty, a freshman out of the Citadel. Hometown kid, grew up in Lexington, South Carolina, went to Lexington High School, and this time goes down to one knee swinging at the curveball for strike one. Played baseball and football with Lexington High School. He led the state of South Carolina with 30 stolen bases his senior year, and he takes another curveball, again in the dirt for ball two. Hit .431 that senior year with Lexington High School and swiped 30 bases, an all-state and an all-region selection, and that can be the reason why. The 2-1 from Wilson. Again, he goes off speed, and this time he misses outside for ball three. Heavy dosage of curveballs here to the 1-hole hitter Wells Sykes. The 3-1 pitch. This time it's a fastball cut on and missed on the inside corner. Count run full to the 1-hole hitter and center fielder for Lexington County. He played 24 games this season for the Citadel. Started all 24. Didn't start a game until mid-April. And he takes ball four in the dirt. So the second walk issued by the starter Bradley Wilson will bring up the second baseman Cameron Dean with one away here in the bottom of the third.
The second baseman for the Blowfish from the College of Charleston, number 36, Cam Dean.
We'll see if Wells Sykes elects to take off. Already 4 for 5 on stolen bases with the Blowfish. That leads the team. He was 4 for 8 on swiped bags with the Citadel this season. Took a huge secondary there as the fastball found the zone for strike one to Dean. Dean, a big guy, stands at 6'4", 205 from the right side. And the 0-1 is lifted out into center field. Yelton coming on, and he makes a running catch. With the wind blowing out, that one hung up just long enough for the Duke freshman in center to run it down in the left field gap. That'll force Sykes back to first as he was almost all the way to second. And there's 2 away with a runner on first for Marine. So 2 flyouts to center already in the inning. Sam Yelton busy out there, retiring 2 of the 3 batters so far in the third. And the first pitch to the left fielder Braylon Marine is in for strike one. Marine singled back in the first, but was left on first with back-to-back strikeouts from Vradenburg and Oots. 0-1 grounded over to Suarez at short. He flips the short way over to Rowan Watt at second, and the side is retired. So a 6-4 fielder's choice retires Sykes at second, and the HiToms have a 1-0 lead through 3 here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad, excuse me. What about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
cybersecurity,
manufacturing,
DNA research,
The future is everything.
the future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope,
It's about family, having a career,
Reaching goals,
finding your purpose.
your passion.
believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
Back for the top of the fourth here. It's a 1-0 HiToms lead. HPT looking to snap this 5-game skid on the road in Lexington County. Both starters, Robbie Jordan and Bradley Wilson, up to 50 pitches through 3. But Wilson has the edge as he's given up 0 runs to the 1 earned run of the starter, Robbie Jordan. Jordan on for his 4th inning of work. He's going to face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, starting with J.D. Suarez. And the first pitch in the right-on-right matchup is fouled off at the plate for strike 1. This is one guy that Jordan probably was not looking forward to seeing the second time through the lineup. He did retire Suarez, but it took him 10 pitches in the second with 1 away. Eventually, it was a ground out back to Jordan that retired the starting shortstop for the HiToms. This time he grounds one into the hole at third, and that one's going to be off the glove of the third baseman, Amick. It's an E5, and that allows the leadoff hitter Suarez to reach here in the 4th. Amick had to come over and try and cut that one off, as it would have been way too deep in the hole for the shortstop Failer to make a play. And when he tried to range to his left, it just skipped off the heel of his glove. And it's an E5 that allows Suarez to reach ahead of Rowan Watt. Watt's on a bit of a tear. He singled back in the second, was 2 for 3 last night. And he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. 2 for 3 with a hit by pitch, a double, and 2 runs scored in the 5-3 loss. Watt comes into tonight with a .333 average on the season for the HiToms in 6 games played and 12 ABs. 4 runs on 4 hits, a double, a walk, and 4 hit by pitches. That leads the HiToms this season. Not sure what it is about Watt that attracts the baseball. He doesn't stand particularly close to the plate. Certainly on the inner half of the right-hand batter's box. Jordan checked on Suarez at first, rather. He was back in plenty of time, and now delivers the 0-1 that's in the zone with a breaking ball for the strike 2. 0-2 the count to Rowan Watt. Nobody out, and Suarez over at first. Rowan Watt, a freshman out of UNCG. That's a solid Spartans team that made it all the way to the Statesboro Regional before going 0-2. Check on the runner again at first. Suarez goes diving back. That was a solid regional down there in Statesboro with Texas Tech, Notre Dame, and Georgia Southern, the other 3 teams. The 0-2 just off the outside corner with the fastball. 87 mile per hour from Robbie Jordan, and that one just went in to the left-hand batter's box for ball 1. So UNCG had to play Georgia Southern first and then Texas Tech in the losers bracket, and their postseason was done in 2 games. The winner of that regional, Notre Dame, all the way to the Super in Knoxville, where they knocked off number 1 Tennessee in 3 games, and now they're in the winners bracket in Omaha with a win yesterday, 7-3 over Texas. 1-2 the count to Rowan Watt. The righty Jordan comes set and delivers, and that one is hammered out into left field. Going back is Marine, and that one's going to be actually fielded by the center fielder Sykes as he went all the way back to the track in left center.
Fans, one more word about Baloo, who is at Lexington County Animal Services, and they'll waive the adoption fee.
Watt hit that one 350 feet with the wind carrying it, but just didn't quite get enough of it to leave the yard. So a fly out to center for Rowan Watt, and there's one away for Blake Sutton with Suarez over at first still. So far in the College World Series, it's 3 unseeded teams that have advanced into the winner's bracket. As the first pitch is in the dirt, Suarez takes off on it. He slides in safely with the throw, as Oots had to come out in front of the plate after he blocked it. And that's now 2 dirt ball reads on wild pitches. Suarez shaken up a bit after the tag applied at second. Both Noah Anderson and DJ Russ over to check on the starting shortstop for the HiToms. The training staff for the Blowfish also out there. It was a great read on a ball in the dirt by Suarez. We saw one of those from Justin Johnson as well. So now 2 runners moving into scoring position on wild pitches tonight, and it looks like Suarez is okay. Might have jammed that finger sliding into the second base bag, but it seems as if the shortstop will be able to continue for the HiToms. If not, HPT has Brandon Stallman on the bench and could sub in the big shortstop from Missouri if needed. Want to know the count now to Blake Sutton as we're ready to play again. Robbie Jordan from the stretch, swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. One and one now, the count to the catcher, Blake Sutton. 1-1, 1 out, and a runner on second. We'll see if the HiToms can take advantage of another dirt ball read, as Johnson came around to score, and HPT would love to get Suarez in as well and build up a 2-0 lead. Won't happen here as Sutton swings through a changeup at the top of the zone for strike 2. So Jordan kept the same eye level, but differed it up by a good 10 miles per hour on the changeup, and Sutton was way out in front. 1-2 the count to the backstop for the HiToms. Blake Sutton at a high point, and the 1-2 pitch, runner takes off, throw down to third, it's ball 3, and safe is Suarez on a close play. Throw from Oots over to Amick at third. The problem for Amick was he came in too far in front of the bag to field it, and with Suarez sliding into the back of the bag, he had to reach all the way back to try and tag the shortstop for the HiToms, and by the time he reached back there, he was unable to get Suarez before he made contact with the base. The ball definitely beat him, but Suarez is safe, and so a 2-2 count now. The pitch from Jordan, misses inside, no, strike 3 looking, as that one found the inside corner with the breaking ball. And there's now 2 away with Suarez over at third for Turner Graw.
For the HiToms, the right fielder from Youngstown State, number 22, Turner Graw.
That's just the second strikeout of a HiToms batter tonight, something that HPT has been working to change up at the plate, but both of them have been looking so far. First pitch to Graw, breaks inside, and he swings right through it for strike 1. Graw still looking for his first hit as a HiTom. He's now stepping to the plate for the 8th time. 0 for 7 with 3 strikeouts, and that one misses low for ball 1. Graw, a junior out of Youngstown State, hit .213 this season in 13 games, 47 ABs. 1-1 pitch from Jordan. Finds the inside corner for strike 2. He went with the changeup, and Graw was completely fooled, didn't even swing at it, and it was in the middle of the zone for strike 2. 1-2 count with 2 away. Suarez at third as Graw steps out for a second. And now we're ready. The wind and the delivery. Finds the outside corner for strike 3. So back-to-back backwards Ks of HiToms in the 4th, and HPT strands Suarez at third after he advanced to second on a wild pitch and stole third. We head to the bottom of the 4th on HiTom Radio. It's still 1-0 HPT.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos.
Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000?
This is a testament to why everybody should be a Sheets freak.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets. At $9, we provide a meal package of a hot dog, chips, and a drink in addition to the GA ticket. And finally, for $15 a person, you get our all-you-can-eat ticket package. For more information on group tickets, visit our website at HiToms.com or email Zach at HiToms.com for more information.
Andrew Selliver back with you on HiTom Radio. We just had the kids race here at the Lex with the mascot for the Blowfish. And if you're wondering what the Blowfish mascot is, well, it's a blowfish in the form of a baseball. It's a baseball with spikes and a baseball cap on and a little fishtail in the back. About as good of a job as you could do for a baseball team named the Lexington County Blowfish. Some solid mascots for all of the teams in the CPL. New pitcher on for the HiToms here to start the bottom of the 4th. It's number 34, Luke Barrow. So Bradley Wilson's day is done, but he did a solid job opening this one up for the HiToms and giving HPT a good start and a good position to try and win its first game in 6 games. It's 3 innings of work for Bradley Wilson. He faced 12 batters, struck out 3 of them, walked 2, allowed just 1 hit on 50 pitches, and no runs. And that's the most important stat as the HiToms are up 1-0, out hitting the Blowfish so far 4-1. So from 32 to number 34, it's now Luke Barrow into the game for HPT. Luke Barrow out of Coastal Carolina. And he faces 4, 5, and 6 beginning with Brock Vradenburg and starts Bradenburg with a fastball at the bottom of the zone at 92 for strike 1. Barrow has this kind of Craig Kimbrell-esque lean where he leans in to get the sign and then a big leg kick on the windup. And the fastball is fouled out of play down the first base line. Actually hit the top of the tent over there in the all-you-can-eat buffet for Blowfish fans, and it's an 0-2 count to Vradenburg. Solid crowd on hand at the Lex, as they call it. It's firework night in Lexington, South Carolina. 0-2 count to Vradenburg, and the delivery. Another fastball, this time way upstairs. Sutton had to jump up to grab it, and it's a 1-2 count. It's a huge right side of the infield for the Blowfish as Bradenburg stands at 6'7", and the second baseman, Dean, stands at 6'4". The 1-2, and just fouled back. Another fastball at 92, and Bradenburg just got a piece to stay alive. Barrow lives with that fastball around 91 to 93 miles per hour, and the HPT coaches have been trying to encourage him to throw more of it. Don't be scared to challenge hitters. At Coastal this year, he went more off speed with the HiToms going more fastball. Now it's first off speed offering, and it's laced out to left field. High fly ball, and Paterno is there to grab it. That one hung up in the air for forever in medium depth left field, and Paterno retires Vradenburg for the first out in the fourth. So an 86-mile-per-hour slider was skied out to left field for the first out, and that brings up the catcher, number 1, Ryan Oots. Right on right matchup as Barrow comes set on the bump. The righty delivers, and it's a fastball upstairs for ball 1. HiToms coming into tonight at 6-9. Last night had a good chance to beat the Owls in 7 innings. Just left 14 of the 17 base runners on the paths. Fastball fouled off, and it's a 1-1 count. The numbers on Barrow so far as a HiTom, he's appeared in 3 games, all in relief, thrown 5 innings of work, given up 3 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 5 walks to 6 strikeouts with a 5.40 ERA. So far, though, he's been pounding the zone tonight with fastballs. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul tip into the glove of Sutton, and that's strike 2. Another fastball at the top of the zone, and late on it was Oots. And so a 1-2 count to the catcher for Lexington County. 1 run on 4 hits, no errors for the HiToms. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error for the Blowfish so far. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 1 away. Nobody on in a 1-2 count as Luke Barrow from the windup delivers. And that one again fouled off, this time down the first base line on top of concessions, and it stays a 1-2 count. Oots had the 1 run last night in a 15-1 loss to the Bananas. He was 1 for 3, but he left the park down there in Savannah. So he picked up the RBI on a home run. He also struck out. The Bananas controlling the West Division, especially after last night, as the Lexington County Blowfish went in there to try and gain a game, and they lost a game. Check swing, and he fouls it off down the first base line. That one was off speed and had Oots fooled, but he got a piece and stays alive. Lexington County now 3 games back of Savannah. They had won 5 in a row, and now they've lost 2 in a row. HiToms are losers of 5 straight. Martinsville holds the biggest win streak in the West at 5 games. The Moorhead City Marlins have won 7 straight and have a 1-game lead in the East. Another 1-2, sharply grounded to third, where Justin Johnson snags it out of the air for the second out. That one came off the bat of Oots very sharply at 83 miles per hour, and Justin Johnson didn't have to move a foot before he snagged that one for the second out. So Barrow retires the first 2 batters he sees, and now he faces Billy Amick. Amick 0 for 1, grounded out to short to start the second. Barrow looking to go 1-2-3 here in his first inning of relief, and he goes off speed on the breaking ball in the dirt and absolutely fooled the Blowfish third baseman as he swung right through it. 0-1 the count. Amick, an infielder out of Clemson, stands at 6'1", 215 from the right side. Out of Batesburg, South Carolina, and he fouls off the fastball down the first base line. 0-2 the count. 11 of 13 strikes for Barrow, who came in with 5 walks in 5 innings, pounding the zone in the 4th. Amick bats .333 in 10 games so far with the Blowfish. 9 hits, 5 runs in 27 ABs, 6 RBIs, 8 walks to 6 strikeouts. The 0-2 with 2 away. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. Did he go? No. That moves the count to 1-2 on the third baseman. He only played in 9 games in his freshman year with the Clemson Tigers this season. 19 ABs. Reached base just twice on 2 hits. Hit 105, a 105 OBP, and a 105 slugging rate. The 1-2. Lifted sharply out to center. Yelton goes back, but he edges up before the track, and he makes the catch. So 2 flyouts and a line out to third, and it's a 1-2-3 inning of work for Luke Barrow as we head to the 5th. It's 1-0 HiToms from Lexington County Baseball Stadium on HiTom Radio.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow, and we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
Getting ready for the top of the 5th here. Just a 1-0 game. Only 5 hits combined through 4 innings for the Blowfish and the HiToms, 4 of those being from HPT batters. It's 9-1-2 due up for the HiToms. This is exactly how the HiToms scored the only run of the game in the 3rd. Starts with Sam Yelton, who shows bunting. He bunts it foul down the third base line. Amick came charging in, and Yelton steered that one closer to the HiToms dugout, which is down closer towards third base rather than closer to home plate. Robbie Jordan on for his 5th inning of work, and Sam Yelton swings through that off-speed offering. It's 0-2. Yelton grounded out to second to start the 3rd, and then it was a single from Justin Johnson. A wild pitch sent him to second, and an RBI single from Weisner. 0-2 the count. Robbie Jordan delivers outside for ball 1. 67 pitches so far for Jordan. Out of Florence Christian School goes to Francis Marion. He holds the Florence Christian School record for strikeouts. In a single game at 18, he just missed low for ball 2. Yelton checked his swing, and he held up. Now 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. So Yelton goes down swinging for the 4th strikeout of the night for Robbie Jordan. That's the first one swinging, and that brings up Justin Johnson with 1 away in the 5th. So he holds that Florence Christian School record for strikeouts in a single game, that being 18, and that's only in 7 innings where you would retire 21 batters. So very impressive stuff for the righty. And he just went to deliver home and stumbled off the mound and held on to the ball, and no balk was called. Typically, that's not how that's supposed to work, because Jordan started his delivery towards home, stumbled and held on to the baseball. This time it's a safe and clean delivery for strike 1 on the outside corner. So he was kind of destined to go to Francis Marion. His uncle Jordan pitched for the Patriots, and then both his coaches at Florence Christian School played at Francis Marion. He's ahead of Justin Johnson 0-2 as Johnson just foul tipped that one, swinging on the 0-1 offering. A 2019 and 2021 North-South All-Star here in the state of South Carolina. The offering from Jordan to Johnson. upstairs. 2-2 the count. So I guess they actually did give that balk ball to Justin Johnson. Initially, we didn't see a motion for it, but they finally put it up there on the scoreboard. 2-2, misses outside with the slider, and that's another 3-2 count to Justin Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2 tonight. He singled back in the third and came around to score. He also was in a full count in the first and struck out looking. One away in the fifth. The 3-2 offering laced the opposite way down the right field line, tailing into the bullpen of the Blowfish. All the way down the lines on either side are the bullpens for each team. And once you get past the bags on first and third, the wall that starts at about 40 feet from fair territory cuts in till when you get to the bullpens where it's about 2 feet away from fair play. 3-2 still the count as Jordan shakes off his catcher Oots multiple times, and they'll have to reset and go through the signals again. Johnson steps out of the box and steps back in. And now we're ready. 3-2 offering again, and a breaking ball fouled off at the plate. Justin Johnson out in front, but he got a piece and stays alive. Johnson comes into tonight batting .333 for the HiToms in 12 games with 45 ABs. Has the team lead in walks with 11, looking for his 12th here. He would also take a base hit. 3-2 pitch again. Checks his swing at a ball in the dirt. And he went around, according to first base umpire Terry Konzich. The breaking ball in the dirt would have been ball 4, but Oots appealed on the check swing down to first, and they say Justin Johnson went around his second strikeout of the night, this time swinging. And there's 2 away with nobody on for Eli Weisner. First pitch is laced into left field. Forget about it. That one is way out of here. I'm not even sure why Marine or Sykes turned around to chase after that, because Eli Weisner got a hanging breaking ball on the first pitch and took it 415 feet to double the HiTom lead. Eli Weisner is a Blowfish hunter because he's just gone yard for the second time this season against the Blowfish, and HPT leads 2-0 in the fifth. That brings up Mitch Smith, who laces the first one over the head of the third baseman Amick. It's down the line. Mitch Smith rounds for second, and instead will trot back to first as Marine got over to it quickly and left. So another hard hit ball off the bat of Mitch Smith. That one came off at 85 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour the exit velo on the Weisner home run. That was the 5th hit and now the 6th hit of the night for the HiToms. And the first pitch swinging by Vito Paterno fouled off into the netting down the first base line. Mitch Smith now standing at first. And Vito Paterno at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with the fly out to right and second, and he grounded into an inning-ending double play to end the third. HiToms have now gotten 2 off the starter Robbie Jordan, and his 0-1 is laced the other way down the right field line, tailing into the Blowfish dugout, rather the Blowfish bullpen. It's 0-2 to the cleanup hitter for the HiToms. Up to 80 pitches on the night in the 5th inning for Robbie Jordan. And Eli Weisner has been his Achilles heel as the DH has both of the RBIs on a single and a home run in the 3rd and the 5th. 0-2 count, and the delivery laced the other way into right field. That'll bounce in front of Holbrook out there in right. So it's 3 straight hits for the HiToms, a home run for Weisner, a single down the left field line by Mitch Smith, and a single the opposite way on an 0-2 count by Paterno. And that brings up J.D. Suarez with 2 on and 2 out. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound with the pitching coach, Matt Rivera. Righty getting warm in the Blowfish bullpen down the right field line. It looks like this will just be a meeting on the mound. Not sure we're getting a pitching change here. Well, it looks like we might be. So it is going to be a pitching change. We're going to take a second here to step away and hear a word from our advertisers on HiTom Radio. The HiToms have gotten back-to-back-to-back hits and have 2 on with 2 away after an Eli Weisner solo home run extended the lead to 2-0 here in the 5th for the HiToms. Robbie Jordan's night is done. We'll get you all the stats on the new reliever when we come back on HiTom Radio.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad, excuse me. What about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
cybersecurity.
Manufacturing.
DNA research,
The future is everything.
The future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope,
It's about family. Having a career.
Reaching goals.
Finding your purpose.
Your passion.
Believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
Back in the top of the 5th, HiToms already scratched across 1 run on 3 hits and threatening for more as Brody Hopkins enters the game in relief of the starter Robbie Jordan. It brings up J.D. Suarez with Mitch Smith at second and Vito Paterno on first. 7 hits off the righty Robbie Jordan, who is credited for 2 earned runs so far, and both Smith and Paterno are his responsibility. Brody Hopkins out of College of Charleston, a right-handed pitcher, delivers the first one that catches the back leg of J.D. Suarez. So not the best of starts for Brody Hopkins as he hits Suarez on the first pitch, and the bases are juiced with 2 out here in the 5th for Rowan Watt. 81 pitches for Robbie Jordan. He allowed 7 hits and 2 earned runs, but could be more. Brody Hopkins comes into the season with the Blowfish 4 2/3 innings pitched in 2 games, 1 hit allowed, 2 runs, both unearned, no walks to 6 strikeouts. And the first pitch is in for strike 1, bounces away from the catcher Oots, but no advancement from the runners.
Fans don't look now, but Batman has appeared and is on the concourse and is taking pictures with the kids.
Out of Summerville, South Carolina is the righty Hopkins, stands at 6'4", 185. Sophomore from the College of Charleston, comes set and delivers the 0-1. Chopped up the middle, and that will be fielded at second, running and throwing to first. In time! DJ Russ is not happy as Rowan Watt clearly beat that one out at first and is punched out for the 3rd out of the inning. Watt grounded it sharply up the middle, and the second baseman, Dean, fielded it behind the bag at second, had to make a running throw to first, and Rowan Watt clearly beat it out, but was punched out. It seems like HPT can't catch any sort of break, and they leave them loaded in the 5th after Weisner scratches home the 2nd run of the game on a solo shot. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's the HiToms 2 and Lexington County 0.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000?
This is a testament to why everybody should be at Sheets for you.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets. At $9, we provide a meal package of a hot dog, chips, and a drink in addition to the GA ticket. And finally, for $15 a person, you get our all-you-can-eat ticket package. For more information on group tickets, visit our website at HiToms.com or email Zach at HiToms.com for more information.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th, HiToms catch another tough break in the top half after Eli Weisner went yard to give the HiToms a 2-0 lead on his 3rd home run as a HiTom. Then it was a single from Mitch Smith, a single from Paterno, a hit by pitch by the reliever Brody Hopkins to J.D. Suarez, loaded him with 2 away. Roland Watt chopped one up the middle, and the second baseman Dean fielded it behind the second base bag, threw across his body onto first, and I think everybody in the stadium knows that Watt beat it out by a foot, except for the first base umpire. Barrow on for his 2nd inning of relief work, and he fires a fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1 to the designated hitter, Joshua Hernandez. 15 pitches for Barrow in his 1st inning of work in relief of the starter Bradley Wilson. And that one fouled off of the catcher Sutton for strike 2. Breaking ball came in at 83 miles per hour, and Hernandez was out in front for strike 2. Hernandez 0 for 1 with a pop-up to short. The 0-2, swing and a miss at a slider off the plate. Down goes Hernandez on 3 straight pitches as that power slider from Barrow at 85 slid into the left-handed batter's box, and the righty DH couldn't hold up for the first out in the 5th. First strikeout for Barrow on the relief effort here in Lexington County. 7th strikeout as a HiTom, and he misses upstairs with the fastball to Reese Holbrook. 1-0 the count to the right fielder for Lexington County. Holbrook, freshman out of UNC, went to Hammond High School. Another ball, this time in the dirt with the fastball, 2-0 the count. Holbrook won the SCISA 3A state championship with Hammond in both 2019 and 2021. He was a 2021 Rawlings Perfect Game preseason All-Atlantic Region first team selection. He also played 2 years of varsity football. 2-0 the count to the left-handed hitting right fielder. Barrow delivers from the right side. Big cut, fouled off behind home plate for strike 1. Holbrook's dad, Chad Holbrook, is the head coach at College of Charleston, former assistant coach and head coach at South Carolina. He played and was an assistant coach at UNC as well, where Reese Holbrook finished his 1st year. He skies that one into shallow center field. Yelton running in and making a catch in shallow center field for the 2nd out in the 5th. So interesting with Reese Holbrook on this Blowfish squad. His father is the head coach of multiple Blowfish. Cameron Dean, Jared Curvin, Cole Mathis, and Trey Poser, all on this Lexington County squad and all playing for Chad Holbrook at College of Charleston. College of Charleston won the CAA championship in the regular season this year. Lost to Northeastern in the semifinals of the conference. First pitch to Failer. Grounded to second. Rowan Watt flips on to first, and it's another easy 1-2-3 inning of relief work from Luke Barrow. The HiToms pitchers have come out in stride tonight, and HPT takes a 2-0 lead into the sixth here against the Lexington County Blowfish.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow, and we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
Top of the sixth, bottom of the order, 7-8-9 due up for the HiToms. Brody Hopkins stays on the bump after he faced two pitchers in the fifth. And the first pitch to Blake Sutton fouled off into the netting behind home plate for strike one. Just three pitches from the righty needed to get out of that fifth. He hit Suarez with the first pitch he threw, and then on the second pitch to Watt, the controversial out to end the inning over at first. 0-1 to Sutton, swing and a miss at a fastball off the plate. Right on left matchup as that one was tailing off into the right-handed batter's box. 0-2 the count to the backstop tonight for HPT. 0-1 is Sutton with a walk and a strikeout. The righty Roper delivers. That one fouled off. No, swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher, and Sutton's going to reach first on a drop third strike. Everybody stopped for a second because that one went off the mask, I think, of the catcher Oots and back towards the backstop. And now the head coach, Jonathan Johnson, going to come out to talk with home plate umpire Jeremy Polivic. Both Oots and Sutton paused there for a second, thinking it was a foul tip. Then when they heard the home plate umpire Polivic rule that it was a swinging strike three, Sutton took off for first, and by that time the ball was a good 35-40 feet behind home plate, so there was not even a throw over to first. In case you're just joining us, Lexington County Baseball Stadium is supposed to be modeled by 4 MLB parks down the left field line Yankee Stadium, as it's a 4-foot wall, 318 down the line, and a good 50-foot stretch from left into left center of 4 feet wall. And then it goes up to 8 feet. It's 394 in center. Center field's supposed to be modeled after Wrigley Field. All three umpires coming together on the middle of the infield to talk about it now. And they're going to rule that everything will stay the same and Sutton will reach first on a drop third strike. Down the right field, it's modeled after Fenway. Just 302, short right field, and then 50 feet from home plate to the backstop, modeled after Dodger Stadium. All padding back there, so you won't even get any sharp bounces back towards the plate. So a long run for both catchers tonight if anything gets past them. First pitch low and away to Turner Graw, the right fielder, for ball one. So it's Sutton on first after a strike three swinging and a drop third strike. Showing bunt is Graw, and again he pulls it back for ball two off the plate. Graw bats from the left side. Still in hunt of his first hit as a HiTom, potentially up here to advance the runner Sutton to second though. Shows bunt again. Pulls it back, and that one finds the outside corner with the fastball for strike one. Graw thought that missed away, and that's why he pulled back the barrel. 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out to right and a strikeout looking in the fourth. One goal is to move Sutton over to second right now. Righty Hopkins delivers, and the bunt right back to the pitcher. That should get the job done. Throw to first from Brody Hopkins. Retires Graw, but he gets Sutton over to second. And the catcher for the HiToms is in scoring position for Sam Yelton with one away in the sixth. So Graw's now 0 for 3 on the night, but that one a very productive out as he moves up Sutton 90 feet, and Sam Yelton steps in from the left side. First pitch low and inside to the Duke freshman for ball one. Yelton did not play this season for the Blue Devils. After winning the ACC tournament, Duke fell off this year, didn't even qualify for the ACC tournament. Just the top 12 teams in the Atlantic Coast Conference make it to the postseason, and Duke was not one of them. Yelton fouls the 1-0 pitch back into the netting behind home plate for strike one. The lefty was late on the 93-mile-per-hour fastball from Brody Hopkins. In 3 innings pitched in 2 games at College of Charleston, Hopkins had a 6.00 ERA with 3 walks. That pitch grounded up the middle. On the field is the shortstop Faylor. He fires on to first to retire Yelton. Another 90 feet for Sutton, who's now at third with 2 away for Justin Johnson. So another productive out for Sam Yelton. Back-to-back productive outs. Move Sutton from first to third. And now Justin Johnson with an RBI opportunity. He picked up an RBI last night, looking for one here tonight. Comes into this game at Lexington County with 7 RBIs on the season for the HiToms, and he looks at ball one away in the dirt. Head coach DJ Russ was talking about how right now there's only a couple guys he wants up with RBI opportunities, and this man, Justin Johnson, is at the top of his list. That one over his head to the backstop, and he doesn't even need an RBI because Blake Sutton just scored on a wild pitch. We were just talking about how it's 50 feet from home plate to the backstop with plenty of padding, and that one nestled up right against the backstop, and easily scoring was Blake Sutton. It's a 3-0 lead in the sixth for the HiToms, and a 2-0 count to Justin Johnson with now nobody on and 2 away. That one went straight over the head of the right-handed batter. The 2-0 pitch, again, way upstairs all the way to the backstop, and that's the bounce the Blowfish gonna need. It was above the backstop, hit the netting, and went straight back to home plate. So a 3-0 count to Justin Johnson, Lafayette College senior, headed to Wake Forest next year for his 5th year, and he fouls off the 3-0 pitch to the backstop. With 2 out and nobody on, the one-hole hitter for the HiToms got the green light, and he was right on a fastball, but just missed it. Wind in the 3-1. And again, a foul off, this time into the first base concourse. And a souvenir over there for a young kid. He's excited about it. Justin Johnson steps out and steps back into the right-hand batter's box. 3-2 the count with 2 away. Brody Hopkins winds and delivers and misses outside for ball 4. So Justin Johnson reaches base for the 2nd time tonight. He's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, a single, and now a walk on a full count in the 6th. That was the 3rd full count that Justin Johnson has seen tonight. First free base issued via the walk from Brody Hopkins. He also hit Suarez back in the 5th. Now he has to face Eli Weisner. Fastball way inside. Nearly caught the leg of Weisner for ball 1. Right on right the matchup here. And Weisner has been a Blowfish killer. Already 2 RBIs on the night, including the solo blast in the 5th. He grounds that one sharply up the middle, past the outstretched glove of the diving shortstop Faylor. Justin Johnson goes first to third, gets the stop sign there from DJ Russ as it went off the shortstop failure into shallow center field. Sykes had to come retrieve it. And with 2 outs, they're on the corners for the HiToms for Mitch Smith. Eli Weisner is 3 for 4 tonight with 2 singles and a home run and 2 RBIs. That's the first pitch allowed, or first hit rather allowed by the reliever Brody Hopkins. Justin Johnson at third, Weisner at first. We'll see if Weisner tries to take second. He's 5 for 8 on stolen bases this season with the HiToms. And the first pitch finds the inside corner for strike 1 to Mitch Smith. 22 pitches on the relief effort from Brody Hopkins. Owen won the count with 2 away in the top of the 6th rather, and that one finds the bottom of the zone at the knees. 0-2 the count. Mitch Smith 2 for 3 with 2 singles tonight in the 3rd and the 5th. Also flew out to center in the 1st. A spot for the HiToms to advance the lead from 3 to 4 with a single here. 0-2 nearly hit him. Weisner takes off for second on a delayed steal, and there's 2 in scoring position now for Smith with a 1-2 count. One and 2 the count, 2 away runners on second and third. That one misses upstairs with the fastball, and it's now a 2-2 count to the first baseman, Mitch Smith. Smith still looking for his first RBI as a HiTom. Could pick up 2 with a single into the outfield here. Deuces are wild, 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back, and we'll do it again. Good battle here from the first baseman for the HiToms. Got behind 0-2. Now it's 2-2. About to see his 6th pitch. Had 45 RBIs in 60 games played for UNCG this season. Another 2-2 pitch. That one gets past the catcher and to the backstop. It's another wild pitch that will score Justin Johnson and advances Weisner to third. It's a full count now to Mitch Smith, and the HiToms have a 4-0 lead in the 6th. Two wild pitches score runners for the HiToms this inning. And now Mitch Smith still a chance to bring home Weisner. Full count to the 3-hole hitter. The delivery, swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. So the HiToms leave Weisner over at third, but not before 2 wild pitches bring home Sutton and Justin Johnson to score. And we head to the bottom of the 6th at the Lex, and the HiToms have a 4-0 lead.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
cybersecurity,
manufacturing,
DNA research,
The future is everything.
the future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope,
It's about family, having a career,
Reaching goals,
finding your purpose.
your passion.
believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
back here, moments away from the start of the home half of the 6th. A solid crowd on hand here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium, and the HiToms send Luke Barrow out for his 3rd inning of relief work. He's faced the minimum through 2 innings of relief of Bradley Wilson, the starter, and he's set to face the top of the order for the first time tonight in 1, 2, 3, Sykes, Dean, and Marine. Got Vradenburg, Utz, and Amick in order in the 4th, and Hernandez, Holbrook, and Thaler in order in the 5th. He'll look to do the same of the top of the lineup here in the 6th. Marine, who's up 3rd this inning, has the only hit so far on the night for the Blowfish. It's 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors for HPT. No runs on 1 hit and 1 error for Lexington County. Lead off the inning with Sykes, and the first pitch from Barrow misses outside for ball 1. The third base coach, Matt Rivera, a bit slow getting out for Lexington County. Just had to trot out to 3rd after the first pitch here in the home half of the 6th. The 1-0 from Barrow. That over the head of Dean, a breaking ball that didn't break for ball 2. Saw a couple to the backstop in the top of the 6th that scored 2 runners for the HiToms to double the lead from 2 to 4. And now DJ Russ headed out to the mound to talk things over with Luke Barrow. Bullpen up and getting ready down the left field line for the HiToms. It appears that it's Wynn Scott, the lefty from NC State, getting warm. Barrow's night is not done. 2-0 the count to start Sykes as DJ Russ heads back to the visitor dugout down the 3rd base line, and Barrow re-steps the rubber. And back into the batter's box is the center fielder, Sykes. The right-handed Barrow delivers a fastball, foul back into the netting for strike 1. Obviously, we talked about Barrow's struggles to command it to start the season. 5 walks in 5 innings coming into the night, but we haven't seen that problem so far. As the 2-1 is fouled off for the 2nd strike, it's now a 2-2 count. Just 7 of the 27 pitches from Barrow have been balls so far, and he's worked his way back into an even count with the center fielder, Wells Sykes. Sykes, a member of the 2022 SoCon All-Freshman team, freshman from the Citadel, and he chops one out to Watt at 2nd. Watt fields it not cleanly, and that's going to be an E2. Watt took his time with that one, didn't come in to charge it as it was weakly hit, and a tough hop gobbled up the second baseman. And E4 allows Sykes to reach base here to start the 6th for Lexington County. That brings up Cameron Dean with nobody out and a runner on first. Barrow did a solid job of battling back there, got behind 2-0, and induced weak contact off the bat of Sykes. We'll see if he can get another ground ball and try and turn 2 here. Dean from the right side, right on right matchup, and the first pitch low for ball 1. Even if Barrow is to get through this inning clean, most likely going to be his last inning of work. Already about to throw his 30th pitch of the night. The 1-0 misses low and away for ball 2. So both Sykes and Dean start the 6th ahead in counts 2-0. Barrow, in 13 appearances with Coastal Carolina this season, went 10 innings and had an 8.10 ERA, 0-1 record. 11 walks to 8 strikeouts with the Chanticleers. That one up and in, nearly hit the second baseman, Dean, and it's a 3-0 count now. With the HiToms struggling coming into the night, expect a quick hook. Barrow's night might be done if he loses the second baseman, Dean, here. As I said, it's Wynn Scott warming up the lefty out of NC State in the HiToms pen. The 3-0 from the righty barrow finds the bottom of the zone for strike one. He pounds a fastball in at the knees of Dean. Barrow was the number 12 right-handed pitching prospect in North Carolina his senior year in 2020. Number 32 overall prospect. 3-1, that one misses low and away for ball four. And the first two batters are on to start the sixth for the Blowfish. And here comes DJ Russ from the visitors' dugout. And that should be it from Luke Barrow. Obviously, not the start he wanted here in the sixth. The error from Rowan Watt didn't help. There's the signal down to the pen from DJ Russ, and Barrow's night is done. He goes 2+ innings of work. He's responsible for Dean at first. Since Sykes reached on an error, he's not responsible for the center fielder for Lexington County. We'll take a quick break here. We're in the bottom of the sixth. HiToms up 4-0. Wynn Scott, the new reliever. And the Blowfish with 2 on and nobody out here in the sixth from Lexington County Baseball Stadium.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000.
This is a testament to why everybody should be a Sheets freak.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets. At $9, we provide a meal package of a hot dog, chips, and a drink in addition to the GA ticket. And finally, for $15 a person, you get our all-you-can-eat ticket package. For more information on group tickets, visit our website at HiToms.com or email Zach at HiToms.com for more information.
Back here on HiTom Radio, Andrew Selliver with you. New reliever for HPT is Wynn Scott, facing the right-handed hitting left fielder, Braylon Marine. Wynn Scott's numbers this year not too great as he gets a ground ball through the right side, and that's out into right field. Getting the stop sign at third is Sykes, and so they go station to station here for the Lexington County Blowfish. Bases are juiced now with nobody away, and the Blowfish a chance to get back into this game. So Wynn Scott's first pitch is singled through the right side. Huge hole in between first and second, and Marine took advantage of it. Sykes on third, Dean on second, Marine on first. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Vradenburg. Infield in at the corners, double play depth up the middle. First pitch finds the zone for strike one. Wynn Scott at NC State this year, 4 appearances, 5 1/3 innings, pitched with a 6.75 ERA, 4 runs, all earned, 4 walks to 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .409 on him. 0-1, breaking ball just upstairs, 1-1 the count to the first baseman. Scott from the left side, facing the lefty, Bradenburg. The 1-1, strike on the outside corner with a fastball at 87. A strikeout would be huge here, as it would bring up Oots, and a double play would end the inning. 1-2 the count to to the cleanup hitter, Vradenburg. Scott delivers, and that one just misses the outside corner. We heard a couple hollers from the HiTom dugout thinking it was strike 3. 2-2 now the count. When Scott a 15.42 ERA with the HiToms in 4 2/3 innings pitch. You can bet those numbers will get better. And he misses low and away, and it's run full. Nowhere to put Bradenburg with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. 7 strikeouts to 4 walks for Win Scott so far with HPT. 3-2 pitch, bases loaded, nobody out. Win Scott delivers, and he misses upstairs, and he walks in the first run of the game for Lexington County. On the 1-2, Win Scott didn't get the call he wanted, and then he missed badly with the 2-2 and the 3-2, and it's 4-1 now with the bases still loaded for the catcher Ryan Oots, and DJ Russ out to the mound again to talk with the lefty. A bad start to Win Scott's relief effort, and that will actually do it. He faces just 2 batters, gives up a hit to Marine and a walk to Bradenburg, and DJ Russ goes to the pen again with the bases still loaded and nobody out. We'll take another quick break here on HiTom Radio and be back in the bottom of the 6th.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow. And we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
When Scott's day is done, Evan Michelson, the new reliever for the HiToms, and the third pitcher for HPT here in the 6th. All 4 of the first batters have reached base. Sykes on the air to start the inning. He's already home on an RBI walk from Bradenburg. And then a walk issued to Dean, a single from Marine, and a walk from Bradenburg. That brings up the catcher, Oots, with nobody out. Evan Michelson in for his first outing as a HiTom, and he's put into a jam. First pitch to Oots, misses low and away for ball 1. Just 1 hit in the inning so far for Lexington County. And that one fouled off to the backstop. 1-1 the count. A hit, 2 walks and an error. Has them loaded with 1 in and nobody out. Michelson, a right-handed pitcher, sophomore out of Charlotte at 6 foot 205. And he delivers the 1-1 at the top of the zone for strike 2. 1-2 the count to the catcher, Ryan Oots. So Michelson at his 3rd school already. He went to College of Central Florida, then Chattahoochee Valley Community College, and now Charlotte. He winds and delivers. That one fouled off into the first base concourse. We'll do it again. Just 7 pitches for Win Scott, now 4 for Michelson. 1-2 still the count, and the righty winds and delivers again at the knees. Ball 2. Wow. Another pitch that the HiToms dugout wanted and didn't get. Michelson, 6 appearances for the 49ers this year with a 2.35 ERA. He asked Sutton to go through the signs again. 1-1 record with a save and 7 2/3 innings pitched. The righty winds and delivers a 2-2. Chopped to third, fielded by Johnson. He comes home with it for the force, and they got the runner. Dean is out at the plate. It was a scorcher to third. Justin Johnson took it off his chest, knocked it down, fired home, and they got the force out of Dean for the first out here in the 6th. DJ Russ has talked how he loves the aggressive nature of Justin Johnson, and he shows it there as he fires home and gets the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Bases still loaded, and the first pitch swung and missed. Bounces away from Sutton, but he gets to it quickly. It's now Billy Amick up to the plate with 1 away, bases juiced. 5-3 put out of Dean at the plate, so it's Marine at third, Bradenburg at second, Oots at first on the fielder's choice. 0-1 the count to Billy Amick, who's 0 for 2 on the day. That one chopped over to Johnson at third. This time it's past him. That'll score 1, and a second is coming home as well in the form of Vradenburg, and it's a 4-3 game. That'll be ruled a hit as Johnson was in on the grass at third, and another scorcher, this time off the bat of Amick. And it's a 4-3 game with just 2 hits in the inning, and Blowfish at first and second with 1 away. Marine scored from third and Bradenburg home from second. It's Oots at second and Amick at first now. First pitch to Hernandez finds the outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls sharply hit off of Michelson. The first one, Johnson made a heck of a play at third. That time, he couldn't quite get in front of it. 0-1 the count now to the designated hitter. That one bounces past Sutton at home, and a 1-1 count with now runners in second and third. Amick to second and Oots to third. With 1 away in the 6th, and Lexington County could take the lead for the first time tonight with a base hit. Hernandez, 5 RBIs for the Blowfish this season, and he swings and misses at a fastball. It's 1-2. How big does that error on Rowan Watt to start the inning look right now? Could be a 4-2 game with 2 away. 1-2, swing and a miss, and Michelson gets a big strikeout of Hernandez. With the double play out of order after the wild pitch, he gets a huge K, and now it's down to Holbrook in a 4-3 game with 2 away and 2 in scoring position. So the first strikeout of Michelson's young career as a HiTom is a big one. He could use 1 more here. It's actually going to be a pinch hitter that he's going to face. So Holbrook's day is done. Instead, it's going to be Jared Curvin who pinch hits for him. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Holbrook goes 0 for 2 today on a strikeout and a fly out to center. And now Curvin will most likely come into play right field, and he's in with a big spot here. 2 away and runners in scoring position. That one finds the outside corner with the fastball, 1-1 the count. 94, Michelson is pumping it with the fastball. Up to 13 pitches, now 14. That gets away from Sutton, and that goes to the backstop. It was a fastball inside, and Sutton just couldn't glove it, and we're tied at 4-4. A pass ball scores Oots and sends Amick over to third, and it's 4-4 in the sixth. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted, foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. So that was actually a strike, and Sutton just didn't glove it, and it allowed Oots to score from third. A crazy inning here in the sixth. Lexington County still threatening to take the lead with Amick at third, a 1-2 count on the pinch hitter Curvin, who's a senior from College of Charleston, where he hit .288. He leads the team in average at .409, and a slider misses way outside for ball two. So Blowfish best .409 average in 22 ABs this season. 4 RBIs, looking for a big fifth here. And he misses upstairs, does Michelson. So a 2-out walk issued to Curvin, the pinch hitter, and that'll bring up Thaler in the 9 spot. It's another pinch hitter actually now. It's going to be Talmadge LaCroix. So Jonathan Johnson starting to empty his bench here, feeling this is an important spot. Already a 4 spot for the Blowfish, threatening for more. Runners on the corners, 2 away. LaCroix from the right side lifts one out to deep right field. That should be playable for Graw out there, and he reels it in for the 3rd out in the 6th. Not before 9 Blowfish come to the plate, and 4 of them come across to tie us at 4-4, headed to the 7th on HiTom Radio.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad,
Excuse me.
what about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
Cybersecurity.
manufacturing, DNA research,
The future is everything.
The future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope,
It's about family, having a career,
Reaching goals.
Finding your purpose.
Your passion.
believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
cybersecurity,
Manufacturing.
DNA research,
The future is everything.
The future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope,
It's about family, having a career,
Reaching goals.
Finding your purpose.
Your passion.
believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
Back for the top of the 7th on a firework night at Lexington County Baseball Stadium. We just saw some fireworks in the baseball variety in the 6th inning. 6 runs for the 2 teams in the 6th, 2 for the HiToms and 4 for the Blowfish. For Lexington County in that bottom of the 6th, they got 4 across on just 2 hits, 3 walks, a wild pitch, a pass ball, and an error. Couple substitutions here for Lexington County with those pinch hitters. And a pitching change as well. On the mound is C.J. Serwinski. Braylon Marine now over to short in place of Thaler, as he was pinch hit for. First pitch to Vito Paterno in for strike 1. 0-1. Low and away for ball one to Paterno. Paterno 1 for 3 today. As you probably just heard, the defensive changes. Grounder to first from Paterno, fielded by Vradenburg and taken to the bag 3 unassisted for the first out.
Also for the Blowfish, Braylon Marine moves to shortstop.
Seltzer out in left field. Marine at short for Lexington County. And as I said, on the bump, C.J. Serwinski, first pitch to the shortstop. Suarez misses upstairs for ball one. Behind the plate is Curvin for Lexington County, and he scoops that one off the dirt for ball two. For Serwinski, he's a right-hander out of James Madison at 6 foot 195. Redshirt sophomore from Red Lion, Pennsylvania. His 2-0 chop foul at the plate. 2-1 the count. 10 games this season with James Madison. 5 of them starts, 5 in relief, including a 6-inning outing against George Mason. And he misses upstairs. 3-1 the count to Suarez. 9.86 ERA in 21 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 23 Ks to 8 walks, and the 3-1 fouled off. And the count run full on Suarez. On the season with Lexington County, 6 innings pitched for Serwinski. 4 1/3 innings pitched for Serwinski, 2 earned runs, 0-2 his record with a 4.15 ERA. Spent his first 2 years of college ball at College of Charleston. 1-0 in his sophomore campaign. Second year with the Blowfish. Went 1-3 last year in 7 games. 6 of them starts with a 5.33 ERA. Quick trip to the mound for the catcher, Curvin. And now we're ready to play some baseball again. The 3-2 pitch to Suarez. Upstairs for ball 4. And the shortstop is aboard with 1 away for Rowan Watt. First free base issued by the reliever, Serwinski. Chance for Rowan Watt to redeem himself from the plate after he made an error on a ball off the bat of Wells Sykes to start the 6th inning, which started a rally that allowed the Blowfish to tie this game up at 4 apiece. First pitch, swing and a miss by Watt, came out with a big hack. 4 runs on 8 hits and an error for the HiToms, 4 runs on 3 hits and an error for the Blowfish. Throw back to first. Suarez there in plenty of time. J.D. Suarez 1 for 2 on stolen bases this year with the HiToms. Didn't steal a base with Charlotte in 21 games played. 0-1 the count. Check on the runner again at first. Both times Suarez backsliding, but not close plays. Watt steps back into the batter's box from the right side. Behind the count 0-1, here's the delivery, and he fouls it off into the netting down the first base line, 0-2. Rowan Watt 1 for 3 tonight after he went 2 for 3 last night. Singled in the 2nd, and then flew out to center in the 4th and grounded out to 2nd in the 5th. 0-2 count to the HiToms second baseman. Serwinski comes set and delivers, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and down goes Watt on 3 pitches. So with 2 away, it's Suarez at first and Sutton up. First K of the night for Serwinski in his relief effort. He's the 3rd pitcher for Lexington County so far. And his first pitch to Sutton is at the knees for strike 1. HiToms used 3 pitchers in just that 6th inning. Already 4 for HPT on the night. Wilson, Barrow, and then Wynn Scott for just a couple batters. And finally Michelson. Check on the runner Suarez. Not close one more time. Oh, 1 laced it the opposite way into left field. A single off the bat of Blake Sutton. That moves Suarez up to scoring position over at second to bring up Turner Graw.
The right fielder for the HiToms from Youngstown State.
Sutton on base for the third time tonight, his first hit. He walked in the second, struck out looking in the fourth, struck out swinging in the sixth, and reached on a drop third strike. He came around to score in the sixth, and now he's aboard on first, moving Suarez to second. First hit off of the reliever, Serwinski, and it brings up Turner Graw. 0 for 3 on the night. Productive out in the sixth with the bunt. Takes ball one with the curveball upstairs. 15 pitches in relief in this seventh inning of work from Serwinski. That one in on the inside corner with the fastball for strike one. 1-1 the count. Nearing 9:30 here. As the sun is set, it's lights on and a pitch black night in Lexington, South Carolina. That one goes to the backstop, came inside, and moves up the runners, Suarez and Sutton, both now in scoring position at second and third, and a 2-1 count as it nearly clipped the foot of Sutton. Breaking ball that came way inside, and the new catcher curving couldn't get to it. So a wild pitch puts two in scoring position. Hitters count at 2-1. Serwinski delivers. Grounder up the middle, ranging to the right is the second baseman, Dean. He fires on to first and beats Graw by one step. Two stranded in scoring position for HPT, and it's a 4-4 game headed to the bottom of the seventh. Time to stretch here at the Lex. We'll get to a CPL scoreboard update in 30 seconds on HiTom Radio.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets. At $9, we provide a meal package of a hot dog, chips, and a drink in addition to the GA ticket. And finally, for $15 a person, you get our all-you-can-eat ticket package. For more information on group tickets, visit our website at HiToms.com or email Zach at HiToms.com for more information.
Back here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium as they sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," stretch time, and a 4-4 game. Get you the CPL scoreboard update. Florence Flamingos winners 7-4 over the Macon Bacon today. A 6-2 victory for Holly Springs over Peninsula as well. Ashboro trailing 9-1 to Tri-City in the bottom of the 8th. Tri-City looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Martinsville up 8-7 on the Owls in the 6th. The Tobbs 2-1 winners over Moorhead City, snapping the 7-game win streak for the Marlins. That means that Martinsville currently holds the longest win streak of the season, or rather active win streak here in the CPL, and they're looking to extend it up 1 in the 6th on Forest City. 8-4 Bananas lead over Wilmington in the 5th, and the Macon Bacon and Florence Flamingos are in game 2 of their doubleheader. It's 2-1 Florence in the 4th. Evan Michelson stays on for HPT here, and he'll have to face the top of the order. HiToms stranded 2 in scoring position on a 4-3 ground out from Turner Graw to end that top of the 7th. As all 9 batters for Lexington County came to the plate, it resets the order in the 7th. Sykes up here behind the count 0-1 as he fouls the first pitch from Michelson off. Michelson tossed 18 pitches in that 7th inning when he came in from the pen. A breaking ball started off about to hit the batter, Sykes, came back and nearly found the inside corner as Sykes turned out of the way of it. 1-1 the count. Michelson working quickly, and his fastball on 1-1 is fouled off to the right side, 1-2. Sykes is 0 for 2 on the day. Reached base twice, though, a walk in the third and reached on the air to start the sixth. He chops one weakly foul behind home plate. We'll do the 1-2 again. Wells Sykes, a speedster for sure. As we said earlier, led South Carolina in high school with 30 stolen bases his senior year. He came on late with the Citadel. 1-2. Chops it down the third base line weakly, and it's Vargas over there who scoops it foul. Just a couple feet into foul territory, so Vargas in over at third for HPT. Suarez stays in at short. Justin Johnson over to second. These all defensive substitutions, so it appears that Rowan Watt's day is done. 1-2 still the count after the latest foul off. Michelson gets the sign and delivers. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. So Michelson starts off Sykes here in the seventh with a swinging strikeout, and there's one down for Dean.
The second baseman for the Blowfish from the College of Charleston, number 36, Cam Dean.
Cameron Dean coming up here in the bottom of the seventh. He's 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. A fly out to center in the third in between those two base on balls. First pitch from Michelson, breaking ball at the knees for strike one. Dean's brother Brad played baseball at Stetson. He chops that one deep in the hole. Going to be a tough play, long throw, not even close to in time. Gets away from the first baseman, but Dean wasn't looking, so he'll stay put at first. That's one for Suarez at short. There's no reason to play that one and throw it. He kept it on the infield, did his job, but way deep in the hole. He threw one over to Mitch Smith that was about 4 steps late, and Smith missed it. It went over to the wall behind first base. Dean stays put at first with an infield single. One away for Marine with a runner on first. Braylon Marine from the right side, facing the righty Michelson. Marine 1 for 3 last night. He is 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles and a run scored. Reached base all 3 times as he reached on a fielder's choice in the third. He's ahead in the count 1-0. HPT jumped out to a 4-0 lead and then 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Got the Blowfish back even. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-1 the count. Michelson in his first relief effort as a HiTom. Left a few on base in the 6th, trying to do the same here in the 7th. And he's ahead in the count 1-2 on Marine, who just fouled the latest fastball off down the first base line. Marine steps out of the batter's box as Michelson asks for a new ball from the home plate umpire, Jeremy Polivic. Braylon Marine leads the Blowfish in multiple categories, including ABs, runs, and ties the team lead for home runs with 2. Short ballpark here at Lexington County with the wind blowing out. We've just seen 1 home run tonight off the bat of Eli Weisner being the solo blast. The 1-2 chop foul down the third base line. We thank you for tuning in to HiTom Radio's coverage of HiTom's baseball, courtesy of HiTom TV. Andrew Sullivan with you here in the bottom of the 7th. HiToms and Blowfish square at 4. The 1-2. Check swing on the ball in the dirt. Marine did not go around, and it's 2-2. Michelson up to 30 pitches on the night. as Marine gets set for the 2-2 and fouls another pitch off. A long AB for the left fielder Braylon Marine, who's now playing shortstop after the defensive substitutions for Lexington County. 2-2, 1 out, runner on first. Michelson delivers, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down from Sutton, and it's not in time. So the HiToms can't convert the strike him out, throw him out, but Marine is down on strikes for the second out. Dean swipes the bag, and so with 2 away, runner in scoring position for the cleanup hitter Bradenburg, who already has an RBI on the night. That RBI came via the walk with the bases loaded in the 6th to bring home the first run of the game. He's 0 for 2 otherwise with a strikeout and a fly out to left. Dean over at second, Bradenburg in from the left side. The first pitch, ball low. Brock Vradenburg comes into the night batting .357, leads the team in doubles and hits and RBIs with 13 ribbies. He's ahead in the count 2-0 as another one skips in the dirt from Michelson. With a base hit here, he'd likely pick up RBI number 14 and score Cameron Dean out at second. 4-4 game in the bottom of the 7th. Big spot for Evan Michelson in his first outing as a HiTom. 2-0. Misses low and away, 3-0. Big time hitters count here for the first baseman, Brock Vradenburg, the Michigan State Spartan. He had 39 RBIs for the Big Ten West team this season. The 3-0 finds the outside corner for strike 1. Vradenburg didn't even think about swinging the bat there. 280, 363, 446. His numbers with the Spartans. 6'7", 230 from the left side. The 3-1 from the righty Michelson. Swing and a miss. Vradenburg down to a knee as he took a huge cut. Michelson challenged him with the 91 miles per hour fastball and threw it right past the lefty. So Dean at second, 3-2 count with 2 away in the 7th in a 4-4 game. Michelson winds and delivers, and he misses low. He comes back from 3-0 to 3-2, but loses Vradenburg, and now there's 2 on with 2 away for the catcher Ryan Oots.
For the Blowfish, the right fielder from Presbyterian, number 1, Ryan Oots.
DJ Russ out to the mound to talk with Michelson. It doesn't appear that anybody is up and working in the HiTom bullpen. Actually, it looks like Ethan Snyder was up and working, and now he's stopped. And now he's back to working. He was seeing if they were going to come to him. They are not. It'll be Michelson's job to face Oots here with 2 on and 2 away in the home half of the 7th. And now head coach Jonathan Johnson out to talk with the home plate umpire Jeremy Polivic, who goes over to talk to DJ Russ. And this could be an issue with pitching visits. There could be a possibility where DJ Russ is out of mound visits, meaning when he comes to the mound, he would have to go to the bullpen. Polivic talks with Russ. Russ seems to have given him a satisfactory answer. And Polivic explains the situation to Johnson, and we should be good to go here. So Michelson gets back on the bump for HPT. Dean over at second after a single and a stolen base. Vradenburg, the latest to walk for Lexington County. He stands at first. The first pitch here from Michelson to Oots is on the way. Swing and a miss at a fastball on the outside corner. Michelson stranded 2 on the base paths back in the 6th. And ideally, he would like to do that here, facing Oots from the right side. Right on right, the matchup. And here comes the 0-1. In the dirt, runner takes off at first, and they have Bradenburg in a pickle. Mitch Smith throws to third, and they're safe. Mitch Smith had Vradenburg in a rundown between first and second, and for some reason decided to throw it to third, where Dean was running, and it's not in time. They could have just thrown to second and kept the pickle going with Vradenburg. Instead, both runners take 90 feet, and there's 2 in scoring position in a 1-1 count. So a ball in the dirt, both runners started to take off, and then Dean went back to second, but Vradenburg was already on his way to second. The 1-1 lifted high into center field, shouldn't be a problem for Yelton. So the mistake by Mitch Smith at first doesn't come back to hurt the HiToms as Yelton fields it in the air for out number 3, and it stays a 4-4 game. We head to the 8th. It's still 4-4 between the HiToms and the Blowfish. Crazy one coming down the stretch here in Lexington, South Carolina on HiTom Radio.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow. And we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
Back here in the 8th, 9-1-2 due up. Cervinsky back on for the Blowfish, and he misses up and away to Sam Yelton for ball 1. Cervinsky threw 18 pitches in the 7th, and he finds the zone for strike 1 to Yelton. Cervinsky stranded Suarez and Sutton in scoring position as he got Graw to ground out 4-3. That one nearly hit Yelton. 2-1 the count as the fastball came way inside to the lefty. Cerwinski winds and delivers, chopper out to short. Should be an easy play for Marine. He throws on to first to retire Yelton. A 6-3 putout for the back-to-back innings of Sam Yelton. And there's one away in the 8th for Justin Johnson. Correction there, 6-3 putout in back-to-back plate appearances. The last one for Yelton came in the 6th. He's 0 for 4 on the night with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. Justin Johnson up to the plate, and he chops one foul down the third base line from Cerwinski. 0-1 the count. HiToms scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. All 4 for the Blowfish in the 6th. Johnson looks at strike 2 with a slider on the outside corner. Oh, 2 the count. Cerwinski from the line. The righty delivers and just missed outside with the fastball for ball 1. HiToms have made some mistakes tonight. They're staying in this one, though, as that one bounces in front of the plate for ball 2. Without a couple errors or mental mistakes from HPT tonight, the HiToms would still have the lead. But 4-4 in the 8th, still a chance here to snap that 5-game losing streak. 2-2 to Justin Johnson, came in and caught him on the arm. He tried to get out of the way of it, but couldn't keep that back right elbow from getting caught with the pitch that rode inside from Serwinski. So Justin Johnson aboard for the 3rd time tonight, and that brings up Eli Weisner with 1 away in the 8th. Going back to when the HiToms had firework night, we asked Brandon Stallman in the pregame show who he thought was going to bring the fireworks with the home run, and he predicted Eli Weisner. Didn't happen that night. Justin Johnson went yard twice. But tonight, on fireworks night here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium, Weisner's already left the yard once. 0-1 the count. Check on Johnson at first. Wind still gusting out towards left center. That's exactly where Weisner deposited one 4-15 back in the 5th. 0-1 to Weisner. Lifted high out into center field. This one should be playable though. Sykes drifts back and he fields it at about 15 feet back from his normal position towards left center field, and there's 2 away for Mitch Smith. Up to 28 pitches for Serwinski. Mitch Smith batting from the right side. Smith 2 for 4 on the day. He had 2 singles back in the 3rd and the 5th, a fly out to center in the 1st, and a strikeout swinging in the 6th. Check on Justin Johnson at first, back in plenty of time. Wouldn't be shocked to see Johnson try and take second and get into scoring position with 2 away for Smith. Big lead at first for the shortstop slash 3rd baseman slash 2nd baseman. He's played 3rd and 2nd already tonight, currently at 2nd, as the first pitch to Smith misses upstairs. We've also seen plenty of delayed steals this season from Justin Johnson in the HiToms. Ball 2 away to Mitch Smith. Now 30 pitches for Serwinski. Both teams coming in losers of multiple in a row. 2 for the Blowfish, 5 for the HiToms. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Rather foul tipped, but it found the glove of the catcher, Curvin, and so it's a 2-1 count. Smith mad, he missed that one. He steps back in from the right side, and a 2-1 pitch. Checks his swing, and that one's to the backstop. Johnson might try to go to 3rd, and he does. The throw from Curvin, it is not in time. It gets away from the first baseman, Amick. Not far enough for Johnson to come home. As I said, 50 feet back to the backstop here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium. Justin Johnson hustling into 2nd. And then on that wild pitch, Curvin wasn't fast to get it, so Justin Johnson just went ahead and took 3rd. 3-1 the count to Smith. That pitch comes inside, and he's aboard via a 5-pitch walk. So it's runners at the corners and Vito Paterno in from the right side. Smith at first via the walk, a hit by pitch of Justin Johnson, and he took 2 bags on a wild pitch, so he's at 3rd. Vito is 1 for 4 with the single tonight. He takes strike 1 at the top of the zone, and that got groans from everybody in the visitor dugout. Vito steps out, turns around to our home plate umpire. Not happy about that one, as it was up at the numbers or higher. 0-1 the count to the starting left fielder. He fouls that one off behind us, and it's 0-2. HiToms left 14 on base last night. They've already left 10 tonight. Vito Paterno trying not to add 2 more to that list here. Smith at first, Johnson at 3rd. 0-2 the count with 2 away. The left fielder Paterno waits, and he fouls off the 0-2, and we'll do it again. Paterno 4 RBIs on the season, batting .244 with the HiToms coming into tonight. had 48 RBIs for Mount Olive this season with a .344 average. Another 0-2, and again it's fouled off into the first base concourse onto the roof of the concession stand. The little ball boy in his Stars and Stripes helmet is hustling in to give home plate umpire Jeremy Polivic some more baseballs, as Paterno's spoiled a few of them so far. Check on the runner Smith at first. Serwinski readies and delivers another 0-2. That one outside, and it's 1-2. Weather cooled off quite nicely here. It's 80 degrees once the sun set. Approaching 10 o'clock from Lexington, South Carolina. 1-2 count. Serwinski looks at Justin Johnson at third and delivers. Another one way off the outside corner, and it's 2-2 to Paterno. After a handful of fastballs to start Paterno, that's the first time that Serwinski's gone to the breaking ball. 2-2, and he chops it off his foot. We'll do it again. Serwinski went back to the fastball at 89 there, and Paterno got a piece to stay alive. Vito Paterno has speed. He stole 12 bases from Mount Olive this season, so he could beat out an infield hit as well. Deuces are wild. 2-2 count, 2 away. Runners at the corners in a 4-4 game. But Paterno ropes it down the left field line. That'll score Justin Johnson. Mitch Smith stops at second, and Vito Paterno gives a big point to the visitor dugout, and the HiToms have a 1-run lead in the 8th. How about that AB from Vito Paterno? He made Serwinski work, finally got one over the heart of the plate, and roped it down the left field line into left field. For an RBI single, it's 5-4. Justin Johnson scores. It's Mitch Smith at second, Paterno at first. Suarez swings through the first pitch, 0-1 the count. 40 pitches already for Serwinski, looking to limit the damage in the 8th. The 0-1 breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. If Suarez were to reach, it'd be Vargas, who came in as a defensive substitution for Watt, up next. 0-2 pitch, off the plate for ball 1. HiToms looking to spoil firework night here for the Blowfish. Already 1-0 on the season against Lexington County, looking to make it 2-0. 1-2 count. The pitch, swing and a miss. No. Getting a piece of it was Suarez, and unable to snag it in the dirt was the catcher Curvin. So Suarez was way out in front of the breaking ball, but he stays alive. 1-2 stays the count. The shortstop will see another pitch. Runners on first and second, another 1-2 offering, and that one fisted back into the netting behind home plate. Our ball boy out here hustling from the home dugout on the first base side. He's got to run a long way because the dugouts are down the lines closer to the bags. And so he's putting in the work. 2 away in the 8th, 1-run home for the HiToms. A 5-4 lead, out hitting the Blowfish 10-4. Another 1-2 pitch. Suarez takes it on the slider way outside. Started over the plate and broke a good 6 inches. And Suarez laid off, and again, deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. HiToms looking to add some insurance. Smith over at second, Paterno at first. Serwinski delivers. Ground ball through the left side, fielded by the third baseman. Amick takes it to the bag. That one was hit hard, but Amick snagged it. The left-hander reached out the glove and took it to third base to retire Mitch Smith on the force out. But not before Vito Paterno comes up huge with an RBI single. HiToms lead at 5-4, headed to the home half of the 8th. You're listening to HiTom Baseball on HiTom Radio.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here? Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad, excuse me. What about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000?
This is a testament to why everybody should be a Sheets freak.
Home half of the 8th here on HiTom Radio. New pitcher for the HiToms is Ethan Snyder. After Michelson worked out of a jam in the 7th, Snyder faces 6, 7, and 8, beginning with the third baseman Amick, who fouls one off back into the netting. Amick made a nice snag at third to end the 8th. For the HiToms, he's now behind in the count 0-2 as the breaking ball lands at the top of the zone for Ethan Snyder. A ball that was sharply hit off the bat of Suarez. He grabbed and took to third base to end the inning, but not before Vito Paterno came up with a huge RBI single to score Justin Johnson. 1-2 now the count to Amick as that one missed upstairs from Ethan Snyder. Snyder working quickly from the right side. He delivers, and his 1-2 is fouled off back into the concourse. Ethan Snyder on the season, 8 innings pitched in 5 games, 8 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 9 walks to 14 strikeouts, a 7.87 ERA. 1-2 pitch again. Breaking ball just missed. It was at the top of the zone, but just missed outside to the righty Amick, and so it's 2-2 the count. Snyder winds and delivers the 2-2. That one bounces as he went to his knee on the mound, 3-2. Don't want to walk the leadoff batter here in the 8th, but that has been the Achilles heel of Ethan Snyder. When he's good, he's great, but struggles with the command sometimes, and that leads to a lot of walks. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the fastball at the knees. Down goes Amick for the first out in the home half of the 8th. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Josh Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 3 on the day with a pop-up to short and 2 strikeouts swinging in the 5th and the 6th. Hernandez, a senior out of Columbia International, plays for the Rams, went to AC Flora High School in South Carolina, Columbia to be exact, and he pops up the first pitch. Justin Johnson at second comes in just on the edge of the infield grass and receives that one for the second out. So with 2 away, that brings up Jared Curvin. He pinch hit for Holbrook back in the 6th and drew a walk. Now he's up with 2 away, nobody on from the right side. Ethan Snyder working quickly. His first pitch, swing and a miss at the fastball. Boy, when Ethan Snyder has his A game, he is tough to hit. A lot of strikeouts, as I said, 14 in just 8 innings. 0-1, the righty winds and delivers. 0-2, another swing and a miss at a fastball up in the zone. Snyder looking to go 1-2-3. Jared Curvin trying to have something to say about it. 0-2 pitch to the backstop. He dragged that one into the left-handed batter's box, and Curvin laid off. Curvin's dad played at the Citadel. Curvin, a senior at the College of Charleston. Grew up here in Lexington, South Carolina. A 2021 All-CAA second team with the Cougars. 1-2 pitch. That one fouled back right behind home plate. We'll do it again. Great game again between the HiToms and the Blowfish tonight. HiToms with the 1-run lead here in the 8th. HPT was winners 3-2 on Memorial Day against Lexington County. Breaking ball in the dirt, check swing from Curvin. He did not go around, evens the count at 2-2. In that game, the HiToms took the lead in the 8th as well on a 2-run Eli Weisner blast to left field. Tonight, Vito Paterno hoping to be the star if the HiToms can retire 4 more Blowfish without allowing a run. 2-2 sails to the backstop over the head of the umpire and the catcher Sutton. So now a 3-2 count to Curvin with 2 away and nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Thaler waits on deck. He's 0 for 3. 3-2 pitch, bounces in the dirt. And so a 2-out walk issued to Curvin, and that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter shortstop, Thaler. Curvin yet to steal a base with the Blowfish. He's 1 for 2 on stolen bases in college with the College of Charleston in 2022. So not the fastest. Snyder does work from the right side, so a little bit easier if he wanted to take 90 feet and get into scoring position. So Thaler steps in from the right side, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner. 7 men left on base for the Blowfish, 12 for the HiToms. Ethan Snyder looking to make it 8 here with Curvin on first. 0-1 fouled back into the netting. It's 0-2. That time Ethan Snyder went with the fastball. First pitch was a 72-mile-per-hour curveball. We'll see what he goes to here. 0-2, 2 away, runner on first. HiToms up 5-4 in the bottom of the 8th. Ethan Snyder up to 18 pitches now in his first inning of relief work. 0-2, down low with the fastball. 1-2 the count. Wind still blowing out to left center. With the short dimensions of this ballpark, ball is a threat to leave the yard at any point. Curveball in the dirt, 2-2 the count to Thaler. Another deuces or wild situation here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 count to Thaler, the 9-hole hitter. 2 away. The pitch from Snyder. Breaking ball had Thaler fooled, and he got a piece of it. He was ready to swing. He had to slow it down as much as he could, and he pushes it foul down the first base line, almost like a swinging bunt just to stay alive. Thaler, the redshirt freshman at 6 foot 180 from Andrew College, looking to keep the inning going. 2-2 pitch. He lifts one out to Sam Yelton in center. Yelton in about 10 steps. He camps under it, and that will do it in the 8th. So Ethan Snyder comes in. He retires the first 2 he faces, and then he issues a 2-out walk, works around it with a fly out to center, and we head to the 9th. The HiToms up 5-4 here against the Blowfish in Lexington, South Carolina.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad,
Excuse me.
what about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
cybersecurity,
Manufacturing.
DNA research,
The future is everything.
The future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope.
It's about family. Having a career.
Reaching goals.
Finding your purpose.
Your passion.
Believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad!
Excuse me.
What about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
Top of the ninth from the Lex. You're listening to the HiTom Baseball on HiTom Radio. Andrew Sullivan with you here on the road as the HiToms hoping to be 3 outs away from snapping a 5-game losing streak and improving to 2-0 against the Blowfish and improving the record back to within 2 games of 500 at 7-9. New pitcher for the Blowfish is the lefty Aaron White. He's on to face 6, 7, and 8, beginning with Jose Vargas. Vargas came in as a defensive substitution at third, which moved Johnson over to second and took Rowan Watt out of the game. And he takes ball 1 off the plate. First AB for Vargas on the night. Rowan Watt went 1 for 4. That one finds the outside corner. It's 1-1. So a 1 for 4 night for Rowan Watt with a single. 1-1 count to Vargas, and he fouls one off the other way. 1-2 to the HiToms third baseman. Aaron White in his 3rd year with the Blowfish out of Winthrop University, redshirt sophomore there at Winthrop. His 1-2 offering in the dirt for ball 2. Appeared in 17 games with 5 starts over the past 2 seasons with the Blowfish. This season, 7 2/3 innings pitched with 4 earned runs, no record, 4.70 ERA. He misses upstairs there, and it's 3-2 to Vargas. 22 games this season with Winthrop, a 5.74 ERA. That one lined sharply out to second and fielded in the air by Dean for the first out. So a hard hit ball off the bat of Jose Vargas, but straight to the second baseman Dean, and there's 1 down for Sutton here in the 9th. We'll be interested to see who the HiToms go to in the 9th for pitching. Could stick with Ethan Snyder, as that one finds the zone for strike 1. 0-1 the count to the catcher Sutton. Working quickly is White, and he finds the bottom of the zone at the knees with the fastball 0-2. 22 games this season with Winthrop, 1 save, 5.74 ERA, 27 Ks to 10 walks, 31 innings pitched. That one laced out into right. That one's going to drop in front of the right fielder Holbrook. So a 1-out single off the bat of Blake Sutton. He's reached base 4 times out of 5 tonight. A 2 for 4 night with a walk, 2 singles, 2 strikeouts. One of those he reached base on a drop, 3rd strike. Came around to score, and he's aboard for Turner Graw with 1 away. Graw is 0 for 4. He did get that bunt back in the 6th, which proved to be huge as the HiToms plated 2 there. Batting in the 8th spot from the left side. Left-on-left matchup, and the first pitch finds the outside corner. Looked like the slider moved a couple inches off the plate. Turner Graw wasn't happy with the call, but it's an 0-1 count. 10 pitches now in the 9th for Aaron White, and he checks on the runner over at first. Sutton back in plenty of time. Aaron White, a redshirt sophomore out of Columbia, South Carolina. 5'11", 160, looking to keep it at a 1-run game headed to the bottom of the 9th. 0-1 the count, and he delivers home. Graw fouls it off to the backstop. It's 0-2. Looks like Jacob Halford warming up in the pen for the HiToms. Likely that we'll see the righty out of NC State in the ninth. 0-2 pitch. Graw looks at strike three on the outside corner. That's the same pitch, the slider from the lefty White, that moves just off the plate. But when it's called for a strike to start the AB, with 2 strikes, you got to swing at it, and Graw goes down with the bat in his hand. Two away. Sutton standing at first for Sam Yelton in the 9-hole. Yelton looking for his first hit of the night, and he looks at a slider off the plate this time for ball 1. Wind still gusting here at the Lex, blowing out towards left field. 1-0 is shot that way into foul territory. Actually, is that fair? It is foul. It landed a couple feet on the left side of the third base line. Sam Yelton hung that up. It started off foul and started to drift back towards fair territory as the third baseman Amick and the left fielder Seltzer gave chase. Neither one was there, so it's a 1-1 count now to the center fielder. Yelton's seen plenty of action out there in center field, a number of F8s on the night for Blowfish batters. 1-1 the count with 2 away. Yelton takes ball 2 off the plate in the dirt. Sam Yelton 3 groundouts and a strikeout tonight. 15 pitches now into the 9th for Aaron White. HiToms could use some insurance. 2-1. Swing and a miss from Yelton. That one rode inside with the fastball, and he couldn't make contact. 2-2 count. White looking to hang a 0 and give his offense one last chance to get back in it in the bottom of the 9th. Looks at the runner in Sutton at first and delivers. Swing and a miss from Yelton. They'll actually say he foul-tipped it, but straight into the mitt of the catcher Curvin. So that'll do it in the top of the 9th. The HiToms send 4 to the plate and leave Sutton on first. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, HPT up 5-4. And it looks like it will be Halford headed in to try and slam the door and get HPT back in the win column.
So at Sheets, we really exist to make people's lives easier every day. In this moment, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect with some of our lucky fans to help make their dreams come true.
How are you? I'm Ryan Sheets.
Here's a brand new truck for you, man. A once-in-a-lifetime dream vacation to Turks and Caicos.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been anywhere.
A check for $25,000?
This is a testament to why everybody should be a Sheets freak.
Hey everyone, Andrew Selliver here. Bring your group outing to Finch Field to watch the HiToms play all summer long. For groups of 12 or more, we have 3 different group rates. For $6 per person, you can get general admission tickets. At $9, we provide a meal package of a hot dog, chips, and a drink in addition to the GA ticket. And finally, for $15 a person, you get our all-you-can-eat ticket package. For more information on group tickets, visit our website at HiToms.com or email Zach at HiToms.com for more information.
It's the bottom of the 9th from Lexington County Baseball Stadium. Jacob Halford, the righty out of NC State, looking to get the final 3 outs for HPT and secure the first win in a long time. Halford coming off his worst outing as a HiTom since his first outing, when he went 1 inning against the Sharks back in May and gave up 3 earned runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. And then since then, he hadn't given up a run in the past 4 outings until his outing on Sunday at the Tobbs, when he gave up 2 runs, both earned in 2/3 of an inning with 2 walks and multiple wild pitches. 5 strikeouts to 6 walks. We'll see if he can regain that command that he had in his 2nd through 5th outings as a HiTom. 7.94 ERA for Halford in 5 2/3 innings pitched with 2 saves. He has to face the top 3 in the lineup for the Blowfish. And that's Sykes, Dean, and Marine, beginning with Wells Sykes here from the right side. First pitch from Halford, laced out into left field, and that drops in front of the left fielder, Paterno. So first pitch from Halford is a single off the bat of Sykes, and the tying run is aboard with nobody out and Dean coming up. As you most likely just heard, it's A.J. Roush out there actually in the field for a defensive substitution in left. So one pitch from Halford and one single off the bat of Sykes. He's reached base 3 times tonight. Now it's Dean from the right side. Halford's first pitch with the fastball upstairs for ball 1. Halford coming in throwing 91 to 93 with the fastball. Looking to get his 3rd save of the year. To do so, he has to face the heart of the order. The 1-0 to Cameron Dean at the top of the zone for strike 1. Dean didn't like it, as it was about as high as a strike could be. 1-1 the count. Dean's father, Roger, actually played 2 seasons in the Tiger organization. His brother played at Stetson, so baseball in his blood. He's down 1-2 as he swings through that fastball. Out of St. James High School, where he was an all-region selection in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, goes to Florence Darlington Technical College. 250 average coming into tonight. Halford comes set, and his 1-2. That one fouled off into the netting on the fastball. We'll do it again. Halford consistently at 91 with all of the past 4 fastballs since he's come in. One and two the count to Dean. Sykes at first, nobody away in the 9th. HiToms up by 1. Checking the swing at the slider off the plate was Dean. That evens the count at 2-2. 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error for the HiToms. 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the Blowfish. Blowfish just the 4 runs in the 6th, that's it. They're looking to get at least 1 here in the 9th. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball upstairs for ball 3. This is going to be a big pitch here for Halford. Do not want to walk Dean and put 2 on with nobody away for Marine. Halford comes set on the bump. He shakes and delivers. That one swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it again. Halford reared back for a little extra there at 92. Dean was late, but he got a piece of it. Small lead at first for Sykes. He's held on by Mitch Smith. Everybody else playing normal depth. Another 3-2 on the outside corner. Dean can't believe it. He had taken 4 steps already to first, and now he has some words for the home plate umpire as he heads back to the home dugout. A big-time K with a 90-mile-per-hour fastball from Halford on the outside corner, and there's 1 away with 1 on for the left fielder, Braylon Marine. Crowd also voicing its displeasure at that call here at the Lex. First pitch to Marine, line down the left field line, and it's fair. That's all the way into the corner. Roush to get it, headed around third, and coming home to score is Sykes, and we're tied here in the bottom of the 9th. It's an RBI double off the bat of Braylon Marine. 5-5 is the score with 1 away, and the winning run at second base with Bradenburg headed to the plate. Second RBI on the night for the left fielder Marine. First RBI on the night for the left fielder Marine. Up steps Bradenburg, who already has an RBI, but not before DJ Russ heads out to the mound. It looks like it's time for a pitching change. No, not time for a pitching change. Is it? Somebody said it out of the bullpen, but I think DJ Russ just wants to come talk to his starting pitcher. It looked like Steven Still, the lefty out of Lafayette, was running out of the bullpen for the HiToms, but instead DJ Russ sent him back to the pen to warm up a little more, And he's just going to have a conversation here with Halford and keep his righty out of NC State in to face the lefty Brock Vradenburg. So DJ Russ takes a couple steps back towards the dugout, then heads back to the mound. And now he's talking to the home plate umpire. And now he's headed back to the dugout. Whole infield heads back to its positions. And Halford retakes the bump. A big spot here for Jacob Halford. Already given up the lead. It's 5-5 off the RBI double from Braylon Marine. And Brock Bradenburg hoping to send the Blowfish fans home happy here at the Lex. Although I'm sure they'll be sticking around for the fireworks show after the game. We're going to get a pinch runner for Marine. As that's going to be Crosby Jones from the Citadel, 6', 195 infielder, who goes over to second to take the place of Marine. And now Vradenburg about ready to step in. Outfield playing pretty deep for the HiToms. Vargas in on the grass at third. You would think the outfield would come in a bit and it's actually going to be an intentional walk by the HiToms. So Vradenburg's going to head on down to first. He looks over at the HiToms dugout. Doesn't seem like he's too happy about this. So an intentional walk from Halford to Vradenburg. And now Oots will step in. And now DJ Russ is going to head to the mound. And I think that's time for the pitching change. It is a righty in Oots, so I don't think it's going to be Steven Still. It is not. Instead, it's going to be Hale Sims. So Halford's night is done. He faces technically 4, strikes out Dean, allows a single to Sykes, and allows an RBI double to Marine to tie it. Marine still on second, Vradenburg on first, and Oots coming up with Hale Sims coming out of the pen. Hale Sims has struggled in both of his appearances so far as a HiTom this year. Both of them being starts. He has a 45.00 ERA coming into tonight. Thrown 2 innings pitched in his 2 starts. Only thrown the first inning both times. Given up 11 hits, 10 runs, all 10 earned on 3 walks to 3 strikeouts. 0-2 his record. And he's in for his 3rd appearance as a HiTom, first one out of the pen, and he's got to get 2 outs before allowing Marine to score from second. If he's able to do that, we'll play extras from the Lex. If he's not able to do that, the Lexington County fans will be excited to watch their fireworks and excited that their Blowfish are back in the win column. Been plenty of opportunities for both teams, especially HPT tonight, who's left a plethora of runners on base. That being 13 exactly. 14 left on base last night in 7 innings. 13 tonight through 9. Out hitting the Blowfish 11-6, but even where it matters, 5-5. Now a new pinch runner at second for Lexington County. It's Dunlap. So apparently they didn't like their decision to put out Jones, and so instead they go with Dunlap. Cam Dunlap at second. Bradenburg at first. First pitch from Hale Sims upstairs for ball 1 to Oots. Right on right matchup between Oots and Sims. Oots out of Presbyterian, Hale Sims out of Charlotte. Sims checks on the runner at second and delivers the 1-0. Upstairs to the backstop and over to second and over to third are the runners. Now just a sac fly would score the pinch runner Dunlap from third, or another ball to the backstop would win it as well. And now if you're the HiToms, do you walk intentionally, Oots? They will. He tosses the bat about 20 feet over towards the dugout. And I think DJ Russ is coming out just to tell his infield a few things. He stays on the dirt over by the dugout, yelling instructions to his defenders. Runners, infielders all in on the grass after the intentional walk of Oots brings up Billy Amick from the right side. Nowhere to put him, runners on all three bases. One out in the ninth, Hale Sims delivers. That one in the dirt, good stop by Sutton. So the middle infield not relying on a double play here. Anything to the infield likely coming home with. Anything deep in the outfield will score the run and win it. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded to second. Coming home is Justin Johnson for one. That's all they're going to get, but that does the job for now. Justin Johnson got it sharply hit to him at second. He came home to Sutton for one to retire the runner Marine. And so now there's two away as Amick's at first, Oots is at second, and Bradenburg's at third. And now it's the DH Hernandez. 4-2 the put out of Marine on the fielder's choice. Hale Sims one out away from getting out of a jam. Still nowhere to put Hernandez. The first pitch. Down low with the fastball for ball one. Stands shaking here at the Lex. Fans on their feet. Hernandez hoping to be a hero. Hale Sims looking to send it to extras. 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner with the fastball, 1-1 the count. Even with how sharp that ball off the bat from Amick went to Justin Johnson, still no shot for a double play. They just took the out at first. The 1-1, fouled back into the netting. It's 1-2 to Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 4 tonight with 2 pop-ups and 2 strikeouts. Any form of an out here would do for the HiToms. Anything down in play for a hit will win it for the Blowfish. 1-2 the count with 2 away. The delivery from the righty Hale Sims. In the dirt, stopped by Sutton. That evens it at 2-2. And with the bases loaded here, this has to be your action pitch if you're Hale Sims. You don't want to run it full. Bradenburg at third, Oots at second, Amick at first. Hale Sims comes set. 2-2 the count. The delivery. Lifted out into right field. Coming on is the right fielder. Laying out, and it's caught. Turner Graw, yes, sir, we're going to extras. Hernandez put it into the gap in right, and Graw comes on running, and he lays out like Superman on superhero night at the Lex, and we will have free baseball. We're headed to the 10th. Hale Sims does the job. You're listening to HiTom Baseball on HiTom Radio.
Here in High Point, North Carolina, we encourage everyone to make themselves at home. Here in High Point, we're known as the home furnishings capital of the world. We have banked our past, present, and future highly on this industry. We have lots of opportunities to entertain your family and children, so take advantage of our parks, our cultural events and activities, as well as some of our seasonal attractions. High Point has a variety of entertainment to suit your needs. Whether you're looking for the newest craft brewery here in town or some live music, come to High Point. We've got what you need. We here at High Point welcome you to make yourself at home.
Novant Health offers unrivaled care for every woman at every age, stage, and walk of life. We know that the care you need today might not be the same care you need tomorrow. And we're proud to offer expert services that are as diverse and multifaceted as you are. So whether you're having a baby, battling cancer, or boosting your overall wellness, you can count on Novant Health to get you back to the things you love faster. Discover care that always puts you first at novanthealth.org/everywoman.
Back here on HiTom Radio, it's a thriller from the Lex. HiToms and Blowfish going to extras after Turner Graw, who's gone 0 for on the night, just made the play of the night to send us to extras, laying out to stop Hernandez's tailing ball into the right center gap from dropping to score the winning run. Per CPL rules, 2 runners on first and second to start extra innings. And it's the top of the order for the HiToms with Graw on second, Yelton on first, and it's Justin Johnson to lead it off. So the last 2 hitters go to second and first, and so that was Graw and Yelton. Justin Johnson shows bunt. He gets it down on the first base line, spinning and throwing over to first. Not in time, it's up the line. Scoring is Graw. Around third is Yelton. He gets the wave. Throw home from right field up the line, and Yelton is home to score. It's 7-5 HiToms. Justin Johnson into third. So it was the first baseman, Bradenburg, who comes in to field it. He thought about going to third, instead goes to first, misses the second baseman, Seltzer, throws it down the right field line, and Justin Johnson is all the way to third with Yelton and Graw both scoring. 2 home with Justin Johnson on third, and now Weisner up with nobody out in the 10th. Weisner swings through the first pitch from the new pitcher, Bo Ross. I didn't even get time to tell you about all the changes. Ross in at pitcher. Out to left is Dunlap, who came in to pinch run for Marine. Dean over to short, and Seltzer in to second. Swing and a miss by Weisner. It's 0-2. Bo Ross, a righty out of Tarleton State University. 5'10", 195, 2-0 record with a 0 ERA, 9 innings pitched for the Blowfish. His 0-2 swing and a miss at a slider outside by Weisner. So Weisner down on strikes, 1 away here in the 10th. And if you're HPT, you would love to get at least 1 more in the form of Justin Johnson, who stands at third. Because when the Blowfish come to the plate in the bottom of the 10th, they'll as well start with 2 runners on first and second. This brings up Mitch Smith, who looks at a slider on the outside corner for strike 1. Bo Ross with Tarleton State, 16 games with a 5.21 ERA and 19 innings pitched. His second pitch laced up the middle by Mitch Smith. That'll score Justin Johnson. It's an RBI single off the bat of Mitch Smith as he reaches base for the 4th time tonight. That was a scorcher up the middle, and it's 8-5 HiToms. Came in at 87, went out at 93 off the bat of Mitch Smith. 8-5, runner on first, and now it's the cleanup hitter, A.J. Roush, who came in at left for Vito Paterno as a defensive substitution. Slider off the plate for ball 1 to A.J. Roush. Paterno's night is done, but boy, he had a huge RBI single in the 8th. It gave the HiToms the lead, which eventually was squandered in the 9th. But Hale Sims came in and got the last 2 outs involving a leaping catch as Turner Graw came in right field and made a hell of a play on a roped ball off the bat of Hernandez. 2-0 pitch. Chopper foul down the third base line. Kick save and a beauty by DJ Russ. He just stuck the foot out there and stopped that screaming bouncer from going down the line. The visitor dugout all on the railing down the third base line. Check swing at a ball upstairs, 3-1 now, the count to Roush. A crazy night at the Lex, and the HiToms are now in front by 3 after it looked like things were gloomy in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a foul tip by Roush on the 3-1. That runs the count full. 8-5 in the 10th. HiToms 12 hits, Blowfish 6, 2 errors to the 1 error. Blowfish with one more, and that being the key one on the Justin Johnson bunt here in the 10th. The 3-2. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. There is some electricity in the visitor dugout down the left field line. Everybody leaning over the railing, supporting the defensive substitution Roush, who's in a full count. Another 3-2, check swing, and he'll take his free base. Slider missed outside, and there's now 2 on with 1 out, and J.D. Suarez steps to the plate. This place is dead. Everybody on their feet in the 9th, hoping the Blowfish could go home with a walk-off win. And now the HiToms with a 3-run lead in the 10th, and you can hear the drop of a pin at the Lex. Suarez up now. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner with the fastball from Bo Ross. I'll be interested to see in the bottom of the 10th, Hale Sims might come back out. Jake Landis could still be available in the pen for the HiToms if needed. 0-1 pitch to Suarez. Grounded through the left side. That's into left field. Getting the stop sign at third is Mitch Smith. And going back to second is Roush. They're loaded with 1 away. And that'll bring up Jose Vargas. I've run out of room in the scorebook here, as we're in extras. So screw the scoring. Let's just enjoy some free baseball and hopefully a HiToms win. Bases are juiced for Jose Vargas, 1 away. First pitch from Bo Ross, the righty, to the lefty Vargas, outside. Nowhere to put number 8, the third baseman, Jose Vargas. The bags are juiced. 1-1, outside. 2-1 the count. Right on left matchup. Bo Ross out of Many, Louisiana. He's in a jam here. 2-1 pitch. Off the plate, 3-1. There is nowhere to put Vargas. It's Mitch Smith at third and Roush at second, and Suarez over at first. I think Vargas will take all the way. The 3-1. That misses, and it's a 5-pitch RBI walk of Jose Vargas. It's 9-5 HiToms as Mitch Smith comes in to score. That'll bring up Blake Sutton with the bases still loaded. 4 runs across in the 10th here for the HiToms. Blake Sutton steps in from the left side. Infield in at the corners, double played up the middle for the Blowfish. First pitch to Sutton. Grounded through the left side, good stop at short. Flip on to second, over to first, not in time. A run scores, so Sutton beats out the throw from the second baseman Seltzer as Dean flipped on to Seltzer at second to erase Vargas after the walk. 2 away, it's 10-5 HiToms. As that time, Roush came home to score. And now they're on the corners for the hero as it stands, Turner Graw. Graw yet to reach base, but it doesn't even matter. He made a phenomenal catch in right field. That ended the 9th. He looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. We'll see if he can add to his phenomenal night here at the plate. Runners at the corners with 2 away. So it's Sutton at first, Vargas at third, and strike 2 on the outside corner. Sutton has not liked the calls on the outside corner all night. He struck out looking in the 9th on them, and now he's behind 0-2 on 2 on the outside corner. Bo Ross looking to escape here. 0-2. Chop to the left side. Coming into field at the third baseman, Amick. He makes a strong throw across the diamond to retire Graw, but not before 5 HiToms come across to score in the top of the 10th. It was the 2 that started, Graw and Yelton, and then Justin Johnson, Mitch Smith, and Suarez, who all came in to score, and it's 10-5. We head to the bottom of the 10th on HiTom Radio. Hale Sims looks like he's headed back out there to try and close the door and get the HiToms in the win column. You're listening to HiTom Baseball on HiTom Radio.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. Don't worry, I just sprained my ankle. Novant Health said I'll be back in no time.
Hey, honey, your wife here. Can you still coach Little League?
Yes, I can.
Dad, excuse me. What about our father-daughter dance?
I wouldn't miss it.
And what about cleaning the gutters?
No further comment.
With locations throughout the area, online scheduling, and same-day appointments, Novant Health can help you get back in the game fast. Visit novanthealth.org/rapid recovery. Novant Health, making healthcare remarkable.
The future is now.
The future is you.
The future is here.
It's computers,
It's healthcare.
Robotics,
cybersecurity, manufacturing,
DNA research,
The future is everything.
the future is knowledge.
community,
Possibilities.
hope,
It's about family, having a career,
reaching goals, finding your purpose,
Your passion.
believing in yourself.
Davidson County Community College. The future is here.
Back here in the bottom of the 10th, free baseball from the Lex and the HiToms up 10-5 after 5 came across in the top half. It's going to be 8-9-1 due up for Lexington County here in the 10th. So they'll send Hernandez and Amick out on the base paths. Hale Sims looking to slam the door. Nobody up in the HiToms bullpen. Final check of your CPL scoreboard. Still a couple games finishing out in the 9th and the 7th. Wilson 2-1 winners over Morehead City, as we said earlier. Tri-City closes it out 9-1 over Ashboro. 6-2 are the Salamanders are victorious over the Pilots. 7-4 win for the Flamingos over the Bacon in game 1 of the doubleheader. They're tied at 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th, that being the last inning of a doubleheader. So they might be playing free baseball as well at Luther Williams Field. Savannah up 10-6 on Wilmington in the 9th. And the Mustangs up 12-8 on the Owls in the 9th as well. Their score here at the Lex is 10-5 HiToms in front. Hale Sims, first pitch to Curvin in the 8-hole, swung on a miss for strike 1. So it is, in fact, Amick at second and Hernandez over at first. Curvin batting from the plate. 0-1 pitch from Hale Sims. Skied behind home plate, Sutton back to the net, and he's going to run out of room. It's about 5 rows deep behind home plate. More room than most fields behind home plate, but still not enough for Blake Sutton. The count goes to 0-2 on Curvin. Curvin came in the 6th as a pinch hitter for Holbrook. He walked then, he walked in the 8th. So he's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Behind in the count, 0-2 to Hale Sims to start this bottom of the 10th. Hale Sims comes set and delivers. On the outside corner, strike 3 looking. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from Hale Sims to Curvin. He goes back to the home dugout with a backwards K, and there's 1 away with the 2 runners put on to start the inning for the shortstop. Number 23, Blake Thaler, stepping in the 9-hole. So Thaler up with 2 on and 1 away. Hale Sims looking for 2 more outs. That one roped up the middle. Justin Johnson shades to his left, drops the ball, and he's going to tag the runner at second. And that should be an intentional dropped catch. And so it'll be an infield fly rule. So Justin Johnson trying to outsmart the rules there as he had a weak blooper hit to him. He intentionally just dropped it straight from his glove to the ground and then was trying to tag out Amick over at second and then get Hernandez out as he was headed to second. Instead, they send those 2 runners back to second and first. It's an out on the infield fly rule for Thaler, and the HiToms are within 1 out. It'll be the leadoff hitter, Sykes, the last hope here for the Blowfish. What a game this has been. 1 in the 3rd for the HiToms, 1 in the 5th on the Eli Weisner home run, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 8th. First pitch from Hale Sims, swing and a miss as Sykes goes down to 1 knee. It was 4 in the 6th for the Blowfish to tie it at 4-4. Then the 1 on the RBI single from Paterno in the 8th gave the HiToms the lead, and 1 in the 9th for the Blowfish. They had the opportunity to win it. 0-1 pitch, grounded, foul, and down to the final strike is Lexington County. Hale Sims looking to close the door for HPT, snap a 5-game losing streak, and send the HiToms back to Thomasville with a fun 3-hour bus ride. The 0-2 pitch, runners go, grounded through the hole on the second base side. A beautifully executed hit and run, as coming home to score is Amick. Over to third is Hernandez. Sykes is aboard at first, and they're still 2 away. It was hit to where Justin Johnson would have been, but he goes to second to cover the bag, and so it's grounded right through the huge hole on the right side. Runners at the corners, 10-6 game, and now it's the second baseman, Cam Dean, who steps up. Dean 1 for 3. He had a single in the 7th, 2 walks in the 1st and the 6th, and a flyout and a strikeout looking. First pitch from Sims at the top of the zone for strike 1. Dean didn't love it, but when you're 6'4", that strike zone naturally just expands just a bit. Sims pumping the zone with 92-mile-per-hour heat. 0-1, runner from first goes, swing and a miss, and fake throw from Sutton. That runner doesn't matter. HiToms up by 4, just 2 on the base paths, as it's Sykes who takes second. Stay out of the force out, and back down to their final strike are the Blowfish. 0-2 the count to Dean. Sims out of the windup. That one fouled off. We'll do it again. What a job Hale Sims did in the 9th. Came in, had the bases loaded with 1 out. Got a grounder to Justin Johnson, who came home for the force out, and then got a fly out to right with Graw making the incredible play. 0-2 pitch again. Lined out into left field. That's going to score at least 1. Will score 2 as Sykes gets the wave. It's 10-8 with the tying run coming to the plate in the form of Braylon Marine. It's actually going to be a pinch hitter now for Lexington County. Cole Mathis, freshman from College of Charleston, going to bat from the right side rather. He represents the tying run. So back-to-back 2-strike hits from the top of the order in Sykes and Dean bring home 3 runs. Blowfish within 2, and Sutton out to talk with Hale Sims. Sims has gotten ahead of both of the past batters, but he's given both of them stuff to hit over the plate, and they haven't missed it. So Sykes in to score, Amick in to score, Hernandez in to score. Still down to the final out are the Blowfish. Tying run in the form of the pinch hitter Mathis at the plate. Time called at the plate. Still waiting on that first pitch. For Mathis this season, he bats .083 for the Blowfish. He does have an RBI. First pitch from Hale Sims. Out of the stretch, the righty delivers. That one bounces, gets away from Sutton, over to second, moves the runner Dean. Hale Sims got the first 2 outs in order with Curvin and Faylor going down, and now he's struggled a bit as Sykes and Dean have both reached, allowing the tying run to come to the plate. Back-to-back hits from the center fielder Wells Sykes and the second baseman Cameron Dean. 1-0 the count to the pinch hitter Mathis. From the stretch, Sims delivers. Fouled off down the first base line. That one hit hard, but way foul, and it's a 1-1 count. Sims had the pinch hitter Mathis beat with 93. He was way late. Right on right matchup. Sims gets set from the belt buckle. The righty delivers. Broken bat chopper to third. Vargas scoops it up. His throw on to first. HiToms win it in 10. Justin Johnson, hands are up on the infield. A bit of a mob on Hale Sims on the bump, and HPT finally snaps the losing streak. They're winners of their past game now after the 5-game lose streak is over, and the HiToms are back to 7-9 within 2 of 500 and 2-0 against the Blowfish on the season. What a game from the Lex. Chaos, chaos, and more chaos, and so many huge plays from both teams to keep both the HiToms and the Blowfish alive, but eventually it's HPT prevailing in 10-8. 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error for the HiToms, 8 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Blowfish. Time for fireworks here at the Lex. HiToms stay undefeated in road fireworks games on the season, moving to 4-0 rather. How about the play in right from Turner Graw? The job by Hale Sims coming out of the pen to shut it down in the 9th and close it out in the 10th. The play from Justin Johnson at second, throwing home with 1 out in the 9th. The RBI single from Vito Paterno, and then the offense putting up 5 in the 10th. Could have gone either way tonight, but the HiToms victorious here at Lexington County Baseball Stadium. So that'll do it for myself here from Lexington County Baseball Stadium. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of HiTom Baseball on HiTom Radio, courtesy of HiTom TV. Signing off here before the fireworks, HiToms victorious on the road. My name's Andrew Sullivan. The final score here in Lexington, South Carolina. HiToms 10 and Blowfish 8. HPT is back in action tomorrow at Ashboro. We'll be there with another HiTom Radio broadcast. Have a good night, everybody. HiToms winners 10-8.